Wishlist.
I'm not gonna go to. Oh no, you're black screened again. What have I done? Is it me accidentally minimizing Discord like a fool? It's me.
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right, hi, we're live. It's official. Yay! End of the year stream is starting. Woohoo! Hello, hello, hello. I only did a 30-second intro, so my bad.
That's okay.
We've
That's
already
better than me.
we just
Sometimes
started.
I'm like
Like, yeah,
15 seconds.
I know. I'm like, I try to always do a minute, but I'm like, the truth is, I'm just sitting here staring, and I'm like,
Right?
all right. I know some people do 5 minutes. I can't. I can't do 5 minutes because I need to be sitting here and ready to go because I can't see my camera. Maybe there's a setting for that where I can see my camera before I start.
I'll sometimes do like a little longer, and that's just simply because I'll sit there and I go, I forgot to make a post that I'm going live. I forgot to use the restroom. I forgot to get water, and I'm like,
I'm such a lazy person. So we have a mini fridge over here in the corner, and if I like forgot to get my drink, I will sometimes just be like, just scoot all the way over there because I want to take my headset off. I'm
that's
Is
that's so
that is
fair.
that good? I don't know, but it's like when I'm on my like starting soon screen, I'm like, let me just get my like my drinky drink.
I've considered getting a mini fridge and like putting it under my desk, and then I realized that I have no room as is, so that's
My
probably the worst idea.
So like I said, we just got the standing desk. My sister was thinking about moving the mini fridge over here to this corner because we have down here is because we're lame anime fans is a bunch of empty boxes, which we keep talking about maybe throwing out. Part of me hurts my soul to say that.
Duh.
But like I have so many. Like look at this wall. This is like all anime figures. Look at all these. This I got my Jujutsu Kaisen. I have my Demon Slayer. I have some that are still in boxes because I haven't had room to open them. I have like 3 Demon Slayers not open. Happy New Year! Thank you, silly. Happy New Year too.
Yeah, Happy New
But
Year.
yeah. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so that's what we're thinking about putting the mini fridge there because there's boxes over there only. And I was like, and then I would just have to reach like this.
I mean,
I'm
I
so
really
strong.
can't say anything. I just looked at the top of my like hutch because I have one of those desks that have like the extra hutch,
That's
and it's
hilarious.
just all empty like figure boxes. And I was like,
Yeah. They're in my closet too. Like it's like that meme for
no,
SpongeBob where
same.
it's just diapers. You're like, they're everywhere. They're just all
I
over.
I don't have any personal clothes in this closet behind me with like the all the Donmei stuff. It is all cosplay and anime boxes.
It just reminded me. I have to go through my closet. I have a tiny, tiny closet, and I need to purge a bit because I can't fit
It,
clothes in it
it
again.
is time.
It is the time to the purge, and then I'm like, now I can buy more clothes. It's just a never-ending cycle of bad choices for me.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
we are officially here. We're here to start. We're going to talk today. I hope you guys are ready. This is me, Psycho Bunny. I'm here to talk about Otome, and I asked my lovely friend Lenore if she'd like to join me today. Would you like to do an introduction?
Yes. Hello. My name is Lenore. I am actually normally a VTuber at Lenore VT on Twitch. But where we're doing Otome, and as I am a cosplayer, I decided to bust out my Anku vs Evermore cosplay.
Yes!
Um, yes, to join today.
It's so beautiful. I'm so excited. So this is my half ready series costume. I'm going to have more going on at some point. But I don't have the top yet. And I told Lenore I was going to be dressing like this, so that's why we have Anku in the chat.
Yes.
Oh my
Yep.
gosh. I'm
I pulled it together last minute.
I'm such a simp. I'm so Anku's the best. Like hear me out. He's just the best. Like he loves you so much. Like
I'm sitting here staring at like literally all my Anku merch.
oh, I have one piece of Anku merch. I'm gonna probably reveal that I'm wearing workout bottoms, but this was sent to me by one of my followers, Jay. She sent this to me, and it's the only Anku merch I own.
Wait.
It's so pretty.
I have the same one. I have all of the Anku merch except for that one in a very tiny, like the one with him and Saris.
Oh,
Oh no, my camera's out of focus. Hold on.
cause Anku took over.
It is. It will it go back? Is it gonna refocus? Come on, come on. It does this with my model too,
Oh
so give it a second.
no.
Um, but I come on, it'll refocus eventually. But because I have this one too.
Oh,
But
that's beautiful for the new one.
yeah,
And that has
but
his tum-tum showing, by the way.
it does because I played through the game before it came out in English, and I was like,
Yeah, I'm having a
um,
hard time right now with it. I just finished Sheen's other ending
oh my god, why am I? Hold on, why is my camera not?
because it has to be this way. Silly says, "I got your Christmas cards and the goodies. Thank you, Bunny. I'm glad you got it. I hope you liked it. Actually, I was gonna tell you, Lenore, if you want a uh Psycho Bunny season's greeting postcard, I can send you one. I made some this
Yes,
year.
please. After this, I will
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, I'll
But
send you my address.
I was actually really excited. We went to the post office and got stamps specifically for these. And then I had problems. So I got the stamps and I found stamps that had bunnies on them, which is perfect. By the way, I'm just a bunny simp for the life. It'll always be this
Yes.
way. So I was so excited. I just realized we're covering caramel on this lovely
Oops.
PowerPoint. Oops, my bad. I was on the opposite side originally. But I was so excited. Not everyone got the bunny, unfortunately, because there was only 5 in the pack. There was a total of 20 stamps. You're so out of focus
I'm trying so hard.
still.
Hold on.
But yeah,
I
so
turned it back
I'm
on.
glad you
I'm
guys
turning
are
it back
getting
on.
them. I
There we
hope you
go.
like them.
Okay.
The address too that is on there for the return, you can send letters to that if you want to like send a card back. It will go to the Samurai Comics Warehouse, which is the place I work at once a week. And she said she's okay with receiving mail there if you guys want to send anything. So if you want to send a card back, I will open it on stream. If you do, just as a heads up. But yes, I'm glad you guys are getting them. I was really excited to make them. I was really happy. That's something I did with one of my what's that word again? Payouts from Twitch. So that's what I did. I bought postcards.
It's really
Which
fun.
yeah, I want to do it again. Hopefully this year or yeah, this new well it's not. It's 11. It's 11/11. Make a wish everybody. Um
It's 1 a.m.
sure, 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 sure. Yeah, you're having a great time. You're here with me.
I am.
You're
I wouldn't
off
be asleep
tomorrow,
anyways.
right?
I am. I
Yeah,
am.
wonderful. I wouldn't be asleep any I've been stamped till 2 a.m. lately. It's killing me. But yeah,
I 2 to 3 when I'm not like when
working.
I don't have work in the morning. Yeah. Yeah.
I can't help it's the insomnia. I
It's the
try.
fanfic for me.
That's also fair. I mean, I got to the habit where like I'll lay down and I'm like, it's been an hour. I could be on my computer. Should just go be
Yep.
on my computer right now.
100%.
Well, we're gonna. So the day is going to be a little. Oh, I forgot to set the tier list. Whatever. We're gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna start with this. This is my recaps for both YouTube and for Twitch. I thought I'd share them both. And then we're going to talk about. Hang on. I actually told Lenore exactly what we were doing today. What are we doing next?
What? Oh wait, you sent that to me.
I
Hold on.
did. I did. I was like, what was the flow I had?
I have this. Hold on. I got this. I have two
Happy New Year.
monitors.
Happy New Year, delightful. I hope you and your family are having a good year.
It is beep 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 beep
Beep,
beep
beep, beep.
beep beep.
Oh, the
Oh
flow is going
God.
to be
Oh
review. Oh, tier list. We're going to do the tier list next. So I did send you the
yes.
link so you can create your own tier list if you have played
Yeah,
all of them. Great.
I have.
And then lovely, lovely Ray made a folder for everyone who's done their tier list too. Because I said, hey guys, if you want to do the tier list, we can review it all together. So I'm going to go over this first, and then we're going to work on our tier list because I figured we'd start with the old and then go to the new.
Yes.
I have a friend today. Yeah, this is Lenore. This is my friend. She
Ah.
loves Otome, which is how we became best friends. Um,
Yes. Yeah. It's
simple as
true.
that.
Yeah.
I was like, OMG, great. Let's be best friends forever. That's how I make most of my friends, by the way. Love the
It
outfit.
is.
Yes. Look at how gorgeous she is. See, I wish I had
Yes.
the white top because it would definitely pull this together and had bleached my hair in time. I didn't do it right.
That's okay. We can always do. I can always pull him out again.
Yes, we have to. We're just gonna have a random stream where we're gonna play, and you're just gonna be Anku, and I'm gonna be Cirrus, and we're just going
Yes.
to.
Yes. And then maybe at that point, like my well, no, I'll probably pull this wig out again because that wig is so long.
Asia says hello, Leah's friend. All right,
Hello.
so this is gonna be we're gonna start with Twitch because Twitch is where I'm live all the time. So this year we had 180 new followers, a total hours watched 4.41K, 36 subscribers, which is the first year I've had subscribers. So that's awesome and amazing. And I thank you guys so much for that too. And then here's my top categories. I'm covering part of it, so I'm just going to tell you what they are, which was I'm trying to stay awake. I'm so sorry, Asia. I know it's so late for you. It's gonna be Tengoku Struggle, Variable Barricade, which was a nightmare, by the way. Winter's
Yes.
Wish, Cupid Parasite, and then Radiant Hell. All those I was top 10%. I feel like it might have been a little bit higher. Oh no, I had an ad. I'm so sorry, Blue. Total streams, I did 226 streams this year. Woohoo! And then we had 56,000.9K in chats sent, and then 18 clips made, which by the way, one of them is that very sussy one, which I should still make a reel out of because it was hilarious. And the top emote was Bunny with heart eyes, which I still think is hilarious as well. And then YouTube, because YouTube sent this, but they didn't send I don't know if this is normal. They didn't send like a video
Normal.
like how this one is. This is just a screenshot from my email. Does that make sense?
Yeah, YouTube, I don't believe puts it on YouTube quite yet. I think that's something that they're working on.
Because like I was like, "Oh, where's my little thing I can save?" And it's like, "You don't get one." I was like, "My bad."
You get one for being a watcher. I don't think you get one for being a content creator.
Well, I clipped this from my email because I was like, "Oh, that's cool. I can share that too since we were talking about it." YouTube actually had the bigger jump than everything, so it had 445 new subscribers, which is crazy. 93.4K hour views. So that's a lot of views. Uploads 223, likes 3,184, 131 comments, and 147 shares. So thank you guys so much for being on there. My most viewed top video, 504 hours watched, was Tengoku Struggle, the very first one, which makes sense because usually that's the one people are watching just to see what the game's about, so they can kind of get an
Yeah.
idea. It was the same thing for Verche. Verche for the longest time was my highest watch, and Paradigm Paradox, which by the way I called it something else the entire time I streamed that game because I didn't realize how to say paradigm.
A paradig.
Paradig, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And my family was randomly with me one day, and they're like, "Oh, paradigm." I'm like, "Is that how you say that?"
I had I had a customer come in and they're like, I like this, and I'm like, oh, Paradigm Paradox. Oh yeah, this was my pre-order copy, and they were like, is that how you say it? And I was like, yes.
Oh, what was the word? My sister's like, how's that how you say that?" I think it was Evangelion. She was like,
Oh,
"I've never said that word before now." And I'm like, "Fair."
that's fair. Versh is another one that's really weird because it's technically Virsha, and it's I say Versh because it's just easier and I'm lazy. No,
It
I'm black
it's
screen.
because I'm opening videos on my, screen. Oh,
That's okay.
no.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
I don't know, I think that's evil, though. It shouldn't black screen you when I do that. I'm like, "I'm just
It's
trying
yep.
to get to the tier list." "Oh, no, you're gone. Hang on. Gotta fix that. Hang on. I clicked on the wrong button. I
Hello.
killed you by accident. I'm so sorry."
You know, maybe deserved.
I was trying to click on something and said I closed Discord, and I was like, "Everything's gone now. Like, you're done."
Do we love Scuff Stream? We do.
It's normal. Honestly, I expected at this point. This is what I'm known for.
Yeah.
Did I do it? Did I do it right? Have we done it right? Have I done enough? We're gonna go to the tier list now. Is it actually
Yeah.
sort of in the right spot? Not exactly, but that's okay. So I made rules for this that I didn't tell anybody about, by the way. And if are you opening your own?
Oh,
Are you gonna do your own tier list? Okay. So for my
me?
tier list, yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
I'm just gonna tell you where I'd put them. Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay, that's fair, I guess.
I already did it.
I don't want to mess this up too much. All right. So this is the rules I made. They're fake rules. I made them up all by myself. The only one means only one character can go up there from per game. Like
Oh,
that's like the favorite. Like the one. Always yes is gonna be my favorite. See, I know. See, I see you smiling. Good means like it was fine. Like I'm not
I put
dying
all
to
the
be.
women.
You
I put
know
all the women
what?
in the only one.
Do you put all of them, including Sympathy's Kiss MC? You're a lie.
I did because all women are queens and those are my wives.
That's not a real person. They don't even have eyes.
I listen.
Mm-mm.
That's my favorite type of character, though. I go for the eye patch ones.
Eye patch is different than having literally no eyes.
All my favorite Danmei characters have blindfolds.
You know, actually, this kinda reminds me how I want them to redo Bad Apple Wars. I never played it on the Vita.
Yes,
And last year I
please.
did a tier list as well, but I didn't I made this one this year. Last year I
Yeah,
didn't,
yeah.
and it had so many things. I was like, "Maybe this guy?" And they're like, "Oh, that's Bad Apple Wars." I'm like, "Alright."
I know exactly which tier list you're talking about, and it's so
Yeah.
much.
There's so much that I was like, "I can't." So this is literally
Yeah.
just the games I played this year specifically,
Okay.
nothing else. Nobody else is on
Okay.
this list. If I didn't play it, it's not on this list. I
Okay.
don't have a sidebar. Why are you being like this to me? Can I just there we go. I'm like just a little bit, not a lot. Oh, there we go. All right, so oh god, should I do this in the order that it is or just like be random as fuck?
Uh, do it one by one, like in order, because
Okay.
it's organized by game.
Eyeless Jack though. Jack was an eyeless. He just had contacts. Wait. Unless you're talking about somebody else. Wait. Oh wait, are you talking about so wait, there's a game I still want to play.
Which one?
It's got like Mr. Smiley or something like Mr. Slithery.
Oh, Homicipher.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I saw that and I was like, is this an Otome game? And I was like, I need
I
this game.
I cosplay the MC.
Oh.
My friend and I are doing the MC and Mr. Crawling at Anime Central.
See, that's why I love you. Okay, Hibiki's always yes. He's not like my absolute favorite from 9RIP, but he's a great guy. I wish I had
we know
background
that
music. I just realized we don't
we
have
know that
background music.
Hibiki is the only one for me.
I know. And he's great. His voice actor also great. I think this
Oh,
is his first like one that I really know that he's like the MC for. Like he's not typically the MC.
yeah, no, he's
Or an
usually
MC
like a
love interest. Yeah, he's usually like a side character. And this is the hot from Birch, right? Right?
I
Yeah.
believe so, yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. He's also the voice of no, I lied. This is the hot from Birch. I lied to you. Who is it? Not
Oh yeah, no, 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 he is, yeah.
I'm gonna put you under good because I haven't played you yet. I just dragged you up by accident. Who is he, Biggie? Hang on. I got this. Part of me knows.
I can look it up. I can look
Is
it
it
up while you do this.
Otaro?
Hibiki 9 rip. I can look it up. I don't want his walkthrough. I want his wiki. Why does no one have a wiki for this?
I also forgot his name.
Oh, Shunichi Toki. So
You know people by name. I don't. I'm really bad at this.
Shunichi
Is
Toki. Yuki A3.
that a bad?
Nothing.
Is that a
Okay.
bad? I
Um,
know. I
it's
know he's a voice of something. I know. That's all I know. That's all I know.
you keep going, and I'm gonna try and figure this out.
Okay.
What you might
Okay.
know
Okay.
him
Okay.
from?
Oh man. Okay. So here's the problem, right? I haven't finished 9RIP. I have not done Seiya's, and I haven't done Toka, and I haven't done Minami's route yet. I have not done those three, but I'm pretty sure Minami because it's one of my favorite voices. And honestly, when he gets his dark deep voice, I'm like, fuck yeah. He's
He is in Winter's Wish.
Winter's Wish,
Um,
Izzy.
he's Hibina and Hibie. So he's
Oh,
the dual
okay.
gods.
He's the gods.
He's I don't know how I didn't know this right off the bat. He's in Hatsune Miku Colorful Stage. He's Rui Kamashiro. Kamishiro. He's Freminet in Genshin Impact. He is Tadashi Yakumo in Dairoku. Um, and then he's Leo in Pio Fiore.
Ooh, that's actually the next game I'm gonna
Oh,
play. Pio Fore is
he's
my next one.
it's good.
I'm ready. I got the fan disc on the first.
And he's Matsui Go in Token Rambu, which I said
Token
that for me
Rambo.
mostly. I love
Nice.
Token Rambu.
I'm gonna just put him under good. Like I love 9RIP. Let me be so real with you guys right now. I love 9RIP. This is gonna seem really
It's
biased.
so good. When we
Because
were talking about it at the Otome panel, I was the one that had to cover it because I love Japanese folklore and I love like creepy stuff. And my
yes, 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 yes.
co-host, because for those who
Oh,
don't know, I do an Otome panel at Anime Central every year, and we actually put it online on my channel. My co-host was sitting there like, I have no idea what the words coming out of your mouth were as I like rattled on about like Japanese folklore. I was so fucking excited for this game.
Oh my god. I was this is the one I've been waiting for. I moved chat too far. I just realized over. Let's move just a tiny bit this way. But like, yeah, I'll share your panel in the when I upload this on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I also did my first panel this year. And mine was called Who's Your Daddy? Which I had a really good time with
Yeah.
doing that. I was gonna upload the video, but I had some technical difficulties, so I just re-recorded it like voiceover style, and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time. Everyone did
Yeah.
laugh though when I made fun of gosh, Toka? Not his name. What's his name? Everyone knows him. He's creepy. He puts you in a cage. He's from
Oh,
Amnesia.
oh, oh, Toma.
Toma. Toma. That
I
bastard.
actually I recreated that picture.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh my
The person
god.
that always records my Otome panels was my Toma.
Oh my gosh. That's scary.
It was so funny. We found a fence and we were like, here we go.
For right now, actually, since we haven't started the second part of my one thing, I'm gonna move my. Oh no, wait, because you know what? It's fine. You're gonna see that the top of this says Discord, guys, just so you can see the full tier list right
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
now.
We listen, we're scuff.
We're a little
And we're
scuffed.
proud.
It's our first time doing it. It's why we started a little
Yes.
late. We're trying. We're working hard. Like, oh god, Toma. You know what? Maybe that's it. I should just dress up as Toma. I just need to get a like orange and black top. I need to get my hair really spiky. And I
Yeah,
just need a dog cage with me at all times. No reason.
that's true.
Like, it's
Yeah.
just there. It's an
Or
option.
or put like bars over chat instead.
That would be so cute. Wait. I didn't need it, but now I do. Hang on.
I have
Alright.
horrible ideas all the time and it's so perfect.
I love them. They're great. Honestly, ever since I started streaming more, I've been like slowly like getting more outfits where I kind of dress up like the characters, and I'm like, this is fun, and I enjoy this.
Normally, I'm not wearing pants when I stream, so this is a first for me.
Like I said, I'm wearing literally like workout shorts right now because I was like, you know what? I want to be cool. I'm tired.
Yeah.
So this is all 9 RIP ranked. I just didn't like Cena. And that hurts my feelings because I love Fairy Tale and I love that it was Natsu's voice actor. But then his route was just boring. I was so bored the whole time. Is it
He's
cute?
he's
Yeah.
he's not my brand, so I agree with you that one. For the most part, I think I would agree with the whole tier list. On my part, I would put Yukimoto up one, and then I would swap Hibike up to the only one. But yeah, same stuff.
See, Yukamoto I like, but I wasn't like crazy. He was good. He was like that's literally what's called good. Like to me he was good. It was entertaining. I know there's some people who hated Yukimaru's route. People in chat even hated Yukimaru's route. And I was just like, I'm having a fine time. This is great. It's chill. There's not like crazy high stakes. And I don't
I
think
don't know.
everything has to be.
I want to ball him up and like put him in my mouth like a rubber ball. I don't know. Maybe
You
that's why
know,
I just enjoy him.
just eat him. Just eat him. He's not my cup of tea. I like his route.
That's so
See, but
fair.
also he's just cute. His art's really good.
Yes.
Like I wish Ken had done a deeper voice, honestly, but I like
You know
it.
what? That might be why, because I am a little biased to Ken.
It's so
Do
fair.
I actually have that with me? I might have it with me, but I have the cards that he was handing out as
Oh, this
from the
person.
Busta Fellows at
So
AX.
this is a funny story. We all know I went to IFI this year. Um,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and she went to Anime Expo.
Anime
So
Expo, yeah.
we could have actually met up, but we didn't know.
Yeah,
And she met Ken.
I did multiple times. So I happened to know the person that was his handler, and I went to go say hello to his handler, and then Ken was just very confused as to why this random like little white girl was in the back.
Naturally.
Like I was just like, "Hi."
You're like, oh my gosh. You got a card from Ken. Listen,
I did.
I want to meet that man someday. I
He's
mean,
very sweet.
oh my gosh. Perv is in chat today. Whoa. Hi, Jay. Hi. Wait, who said hi? Yeah, it was Jay. Hi, Jay. It's just talking about how you don't like Yukamaru. All right. We have. How long has it been? It's been so long. I haven't said perv in a very long time. That's how I know. Because I always giggle when I say it. Asia, who are you? See, that's how long it's been. All right, Connus. I would love to put him in always, yes, but they fucked up his route. His route was short.
His route was would have been so good.
It had potential. I think
It
that
had
they
potential.
put him in almost like as a gimmick because they're like, look how funny he doesn't have a
A
head.
a little bit, yeah. It
Yeah,
definitely felt extremely gimmicky.
yeah. And I, one, his voice actor, love it. Love how deep he
Yeah.
was. Love that. Love that he was
It
a
was
little like,
Yuichiro Umehara, and he is one of my all-time favorite saves.
yeah, yeah, yeah. He's also in Sympathy's Kiss. So,
He's also in Ensemble Stars. So if you ever want to hear him sing,
ooh, I was playing B Project recently, and I was gonna make a video for it. I still haven't made that video, but I love that there's so many voice actors in that, even if they only talk like here and there. There's just like a
yeah,
billion. All right,
yeah.
and then oh gosh, oh wait, you know what? No, 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 this is actually an easy one for me. I don't know why I had to think for just a second. I love this man. Oh my god, I was not
Oh,
ready for him.
oh,
I was not ready. I partied until 3 a.m. and passed out. How? What time is it, Perv? But like, oh my god, but this he eats you. You know what I mean? Like,
no. I don't know what you mean at all.
he literally takes a bite out of you. What a great time. Ignis is
Oh,
great.
yeah.
He
Yeah,
has a seal baby. You get to meet a seal baby in his route, which is great. I had a great time.
he was my never. He was
He
my
was your
never from that
never?
one.
Really?
Yeah,
Why? Okay.
he's not my brand.
Go on. Tell
Like
me.
he was extremely well written. He like you were right. He has the seal baby. It's very cute. His entire personality was just not it for me.
That's fair.
And so I kind of was just like, you're not a bad route, but if I had to put one in never, he would be my never.
Really? See, the
Yeah.
thing is, like, as a fruits basket addict from my childhood, Kyo was like my favorite, and he reminds me so much of Kyo.
You know what? That might be why because I didn't like
You're
Kyo.
like, I liked Yuki. Fuck
I
Kyo.
didn't. I didn't.
Wait, who'd you like? Who'd you like in fruits basket?
The doctor.
The doctor. You like the seahorse? Oh, nice. I thought you were gonna
Yeah.
say the cow, honestly. Which
It was the doctor and the main the household, the head of
the
the
dog
household.
guy? I can't think of anybody's names
No.
right now. Oh, the hot one
Yeah.
that was question mark girl, but not girl in some parts. I don't
Yes.
even know.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes, I did like that character too.
Kito?
Akito sounds right. Unless we're
That
talking
sounds
about
right.
Inuyasha, are we getting these backwards?
I don't know. Let me check.
It's been a hot minute. I made a special.
It is. It is Akito.
Look at you, you did it.
I pulled that out of the depths of my childhood.
Okay, eel.
Eel is the people's princess.
I I don't know if I'd put him in always. You know what? I'm gonna put him in good. I his
Okay.
route gave me a headache. Him as
I
a
just
person, super sweet.
yeah.
Love that he loves Otome. Really fun to play through it. But his drama was driving me crazy.
Oh, I loved it. It was so stupid.
Like that we had opposite reactions. I was like,
We
stop
really did.
talking.
Here's the thing with Cafe Enchante, like people are so polarized on these specific characters. Like it's either you love them or you hate them.
It's very interesting. Okay, also this makes me sad. Okay, so I love Jujutsu Kaisen, right?
Mhm.
I love Sukuna. He's literally my phone screen. Like I have a message I'm never gonna answer. Like
Oh,
love him. He's over here too somewhere. I have a shirtless statue of him I haven't opened yet. He's over here. That's my favorite.
he's there.
This is his voice actor.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I hated his route.
That's sad.
I hated it so much. I
Oh, no! No! I love old men.
okay, here's the thing. I was really excited for him being an older guy. I was fine. I was excited about that. It was literally the fact that they had to turn him into a monster and then that suddenly turned into his story. They could have just had a chill one. It could have been so chill. They just had to make this so random. And their first kiss wasn't until he like turned half monster. I was so mad. I was so mad.
You
It
know what?
felt
I respect it. I definitely respect it. But my love of old men has such a grip on me.
I like his outfit's great. His voice
Yeah.
hot as fuck. His route, not good. Which is kinda like how Cena, like, hurt my feelings too. I was so excited for Cena. I'm like, "Oh, I can date Natsu." No, I can't. I don't wanna do
No.
this anymore.
Yeah.
Also, Monsieur, I his route pissed me off. I'm so sorry.
No! Bunny, why do you hate me
So
specifically?
sorry. I didn't do it intentional, I swear.
Monsieur is my only one
He's
from
your
this
only
one.
one? See, we're
He's
just
my
like,
only one.
"Go on."
Very like polar opposites.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
like I said, this one is so very much like you either love this character or you hate the other, like one or the other.
I feel like it's another thing where Cafe Enchante in general, I feel like they could have done better with the writing.
Oh,
Let me phrase this right.
100%.
Monsieur's
I will agree with that.
character was good, but their plot for this was crazy. And the fact that she turns into a world at the end of it made me hate it. Monsieur, I like him as a person, love him. But like
He's on my cosplay list.
if you dress up as him, I will dress up as her and we can go on a date.
You'll have a Monsieur and an eel,
Oh
so
my
that'll be fun.
gosh,
Yes.
wait.
Cuz my friend is doing eel. So,
Dude, I mean, Il's so precious. I liked all the routes in Cafe Enchante, but understandable. Like again, I like the characters, I didn't like the stories.
yeah,
Like,
the story, the writing in this one, the Cafe Enchante is in my top 5 all-time Otome
oh,
for the characters,
okay, yeah.
not
This,
for the writing. The writing fell a little flat in a lot of the stuff, but I just had like a genuinely good time, especially because I don't go for like slice of life types in this thought. This kind of came off as a slice of life to me.
it wasn't. It could have been a nice
It
slice of
was, but it
life.
wasn't.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
they like
I was pleasantly surprised.
they're like, look, you can run a cafe and then meet hot boys, and also end up being turned into a planet,
Yeah, yeah,
or like
yeah.
teleported into a world where angels exist, and turned out that angels are actually robots. Like, come on, let's go.
Yeah, it was weird.
I was
I liked
down
it
for
though.
it to feel like an actual cafe. Like, I was so excited for that, and then because I try to avoid reading too much about games before I play them, because I'm that person that everyone hates at a movie theater. That's like, oh, that's the bad guy. Oh, they're gonna be bad. I'm that person. I clocked Dahat in his first scene in Verge. I was like, that's a bad guy.
Didn't I sat there and I was like, "This is a precious baby boy."
Oh, he was both.
Yeah,
Best.
he was
Happy
both,
New
but I
Year's.
just thought I listen. I was so surface level with him. I was like, "Precious baby boy, can do no wrong,"
Yeah,
and then he did all wrong.
all the wrong. So wrong. Killed
So
so many
wrong.
people.
So many
Listen,
people.
Dahad is one of my favorite characters from Verge. They wrote him so well. Again, back to like how writing goes. He's written so well.
He is
Like
so
Dahad
so
is
well done.
great. I
Yes,
if he wasn't a 14-year-old looking character and they had made him more mature, like closer to her age, I would have been like,
100%.
this could have been a
Yeah,
route for me.
yeah,
All right, we're back. Now we're back to Cupid. I did not put the Fandis art on this. Does that make sense? We're only gonna
yeah,
judge the characters. And we're gonna pretend the Fandis doesn't exist for some of them.
yeah.
Hear me
Okay,
out. Hear me
that's
out.
fair. No, no, that's fair.
Gil is never. It's not that he's not worth the read, but he's ridiculous. He's ridiculous. The face you're making scares me. Do you like Gil? Do you like this
I
yandere?
actually, I. What do you think the answer to that is?
Do you really?
Yes, I do. And my friend is the one that actually won the signed Shiki sheep by making all of the like the desserts for the cute like the fan disc.
Super cute.
Um and I was just like, yes, 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 yes. Gil is trash. Hmm.
Burn the fan
Okay.
disc. I'm a proud Gil girly, and then Gil is trash. This is check.
Yeah.
And this is blue in Asia. Listen, Gil.
I enjoy Gil.
I have a clip from reading that part where he's like, "I want to be in control of everything that goes in your belly," and I'm like, I can't. I can't be okay with that. That's not okay.
I think he's disgusting and I'm here for it.
Ah, yeah, 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 yeah. Okay, now Raul. I like him as a character, but his routes killed me. Both of them. Both the fan disc and the actual route in
Yeah,
his
yeah,
drama was
no.
pissing me off. His voice actor though, great. His character,
Yeah, nah,
wonderful. But
yeah.
they had again, I don't know. Like they were like, we have to put this character in or something. Like what was happening there? Also, Rookie, oh God, always yes or good. I'm gonna go with good
Yeah, agree with that one.
because there's some parts like his fan disc part was actually one of the better ones, except for the Polly route that was creepy. I'm fine with Polly. Hear me out.
But it was a little weird.
Yeah, let me just show up in your house in the middle of the night, keep kissing your girlfriend. What? No, no, I couldn't handle that one.
Bizarre.
It was
No.
strange. Um, I'm going kind of in the opposite order because I think everyone already knows a very obvious thing. I'm gonna put him in not worth it. Because he added nothing to the story.
He was go girl, give us nothing.
I was really excited about him. I thought he looked gorgeous. His voice is really nice. What's happening? Why are we suddenly dealing with aliens? I didn't want it. I didn't want it in my life. I'm having a hard time because I'm trying to avoid Peter. Oh man, I keep accidentally hitting my rolly thing.
Oh no.
Let me turn my rolly thing off so it can't accidentally roll. There, it won't roll accidentally now. Oh god, I don't know what to do with Peter. I'm still not sure. I literally wasted my channel points for his ass. That's right. Asia redeemed pick my game for me and she picked Cupid Parasite, specifically
Oh dang.
him.
Rip. I'm so sorry. That should be a refund of channel points right there, I think.
Yeah, right? Like you should just we're gonna cancel that. I'm gonna put Peter under good. Here's the thing. I like Peter. I liked him more before the fan disc. And I know I'm saying I'm gonna pretend the fan disc doesn't exist, but they put bestiality in this and I was not ready for
Yeah,
that.
it got really weird.
Yeah. And he was great, first off. He was great in the first game. I don't know why they decided to make it in the second one where they hadn't slept together or something. Like that was so random. When it was very clear from their last CG that they were
But they
very
they were
close.
they were boning.
He was literally biting her shoulder because he loves to bite.
Yes.
Blurty said she loves that certain Peter CG. Well, Blurty and me are different people, and I can respect enjoying that. It's not my cup of tea. I'm not into wolves. All right, like that. Ken. Oh, sorry, not Ken. It's Ken, but it's not Ken. Hear me out. Hear me out. Oh my god. Like, his fan disc ruined me. Okay, I'm gonna put him under. No, is that too good? Is that too good for him?
Um.
I let it go and then I regretted it. I think it's good. He's gonna go to good.
Okay. Okay.
Like, I like his voice. His route in the first game, I kind of hated the ending where they just stayed in a fake relationship version. It's a little weird for me. And then the fan
Yeah.
disc decided to give him erectile dysfunction, and he literally ate a sea turtle.
It was. It was. It was a lot. It was a lot.
And you could end up marrying to a lobster if you wanted to in that route too, which is also weird for me. I guess I could have put him on here actually. I forgot to put the lobster on here. My bad.
Oh yeah.
And then I think this is a very obvious one, but Alan goes up here because Alan is my favorite character from Cupid Parasite. I love him
To
the
be,
most.
I also do like Alan quite a bit.
One, I love moody guys. I'm in the goth realm, so anyone with piercings and like edgy looks, I just like them. I just like them. I can't help this.
I really thought that Alan would actually be my favorite from Cupid Parasite.
And then it turned into
Um,
Gil.
I don't know how. I think you know what?
I feel
It
like
might be
you're
the
here for
say.
the memes, and I'm here for like I
No,
love.
I think it's the say. I think it's the Seiyu bias.
Ah,
Um,
wait.
because I really do like it.
Who?
I believe it's Kimura Ryohei.
I honestly don't know. So you have a gift. So I have a friend who's just like you, by the way, where I can be like, oh,
Yeah.
I love this one person. They're like, "Oh, that's da da da." They either they went to Anime Expo or they went to da da da. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
I
yeah, it's
wish.
Kimura Ryohei. He does child in Genshin Impact, and he's my favorite. So
Oh, I haven't played Genshin. I had it installed for the longest
don't
time.
don't
Okay,
don't start.
I
Don't do
I,
it.
I won't do it then.
Love yourself.
Love yourself more. We're gonna save the
Yeah.
girls for last. Giggles. So we're gonna skip all the girls right now.
Yeah.
I put them here because honestly, I they deserve to be ranked. They deserve
They
it.
do deserve to be
They
here.
work hard for the money.
Yes.
Um, is this wrong? Am I missing people?
Uh, for which one?
For Radiant Towel, do I literally only
You 100% are.
how am I had one for everybody.
Where's the little clown
Where's
boy?
where's my babies? Wait, can I fix this and can I edit this and still have my thing?
I don't know.
Can I edit this? Oh gosh. Oh no, how am I missing? Okay, well, anyways, let's just pretend.
Yeah, we'll pretend they're there.
Yeah, Vilio. Oh god, wait, hang on. We'll start with who's here first, and then we'll talk about who's not here.
Yeah.
I forgot about Roddy and Vilio. Apparently, so did I. I know I made it. I know they exist, but maybe it just wasn't clicked on when I did this. Because I also had the pictures for the games in the same folder, and I was like, "Oh, don't click on those." So I probably just misclicked somehow. Eon, I love. I love Eon. I love him. There's nothing wrong with this man. He deserves the world. You're frozen on my screen. Are you
Am
okay?
I? No, it's because I was literally typing. It's my bad. I think because you're missing more than just Ratty and Vilio, I think.
Yeah, yeah. I'm missing Zafora.
Yeah, I was like, where's my man? I forgot his name.
Missing Zafora. I will never forget Zafora's name because he pissed me the fuck off. And we'll talk
I
about that. We will talk about that.
Yeah. Well, I just forget their names because Radiant Tail was not my jam.
Really? That's so interesting because I loved Radiant Tell. I think
It
the story was great.
the story was for me it was good. It doesn't hit the kind of story that I go for normally though.
Oh,
I also don't
okay.
like circuses.
That's fair.
Don't know why I'm getting Genso Minaj, but here I am.
I mean, okay. First off, it has Minaj in it.
Oh,
That's fun.
I am actually frozen fully.
You
Cool. I look
are.
like I'm sneezing. Hold on.
You are maybe. Question mark? Do
Okay.
I have is
Am I
it
back?
you are moving. You are moving your eyeballs.
Okay, there we
Your
go.
screen just flashed.
We
All
fixed
right.
it.
Passelia. Passelia is gonna go under good. I I would have liked him more if they had decided to give him more character. Does that make sense? Let me phrase. I don't
Yeah. No, that I get what you're saying. He Yeah.
like he's good. Again, good is just like, yeah, that's fine. Like that's how I
Yeah.
feel. Like
He's
you're
okay.
like I it was fine. Pastelia Age is just like dot 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 dot. All right, we're gonna save these two for a second. So Roddy would be under always yes for me. Is it a bias? Kind of. I love his voice actor. He's not my favorite one from the game. I think his story was decent.
Yeah.
I feel like there was parts of his story that could have been better. But overall, I enjoyed it. Asia's in here going like, "Roddy's trash," which is I get it. I get
Ruddy trash.
it. Roddy's just trash. Friend zone his ass. Listen, there were some lines he said that I was like, which kept him from always the only one, but it's fine. So he'd be an always yes. Uh, Zafora would be under good for me. I do love Zafora, but I will never get over him ghosting you for a year. And then in the fan disc, he's still just being awkward and weird with you the whole fucking time.
Yeah, Zafra would be for me it'd be the only one because he was the one who I got through the story and I was like, you can I turned off my camera. He was the one that I was just like, you know what? Like I'm okay with this.
I
That's
I loved okay, so I loved his ending, and then the after story pissed me off. The whole like he didn't even send her a fucking postcard for a year.
Yeah.
Not even, like, thanking of you. He's like, "I didn't wanna be distracted." I'm like, "I'm so sorry. Everyone needs a day off. You can write a fucking letter. You can, like, do so much shit." Like, you could send her
Yeah.
candy. Like, oh my god, imagine if he had sent her a flower every day for a year. He would have stayed my favorite character, but instead, he did
Yeah.
absolutely nothing.
No, girl, give us
And
nothing.
didn't even tell us he was coming to town. Just shows up at our friggin' store. I'm like, "I hate you. How could you do this to me?"
Stereotypical man.
It could have been so much better. It pissed me off. I'm trying
Yeah.
to think on if I would put I'm gonna cheat. I'm gonna cheat. I'm allowed to cheat. I'm an adult. Um,
Okay.
I just forgot his name. I just forgot his Billy, not Vilio. That's not right. Is it Billy? What's his name? Who am I forgetting? Who's the
Vi-
redhead that's a dragon?
Vilio,
Vilio. I was right. Okay.
you were right.
He would be only one. He would be only one for the first game for sure. I loved his story. I felt like their progression into love felt very natural in their story as well. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And I feel like their ending one, it was the true ending. And if you don't do that one, you don't get the super hot version of the original guy, which I wanted a love interest for. I want a retelling from the past of the whole story of all the four little spirits and him and a different Otome game. That's what I want now. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
And then for these last two, it's hard actually. This is hard. Leanne's an always yes because I love him. He's gorgeous. He's beautiful. He's sweet.
Yeah.
He's patient.
I enjoyed him despite his mild playboy manner.
But he only playboys for you.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Listen, listen. And then Jinia is oh my gosh, I love Jinia. I love him so much. I love his voice. I love his outfits. I love that he's flamboyant. I fell in love with him in the first game, and I was sad he wasn't a route because I assumed he was going to be a route. And so I was very happy that they made him a playable date character in the second one. And they gave his story, like, it was so good. It was so I loved it. Like,
He definitely looked like he was going to be a route in the first one, and the fact that he wasn't was like a little odd.
yeah. Like, remember I was thirsty for Leanne? You were. Asia would not stop talking about Leanne. She was so happy when Leanne showed up in the first game. Um and I think someone paid points to get his route started, if I recall. If I recall. Because I was gonna save him for last. I was gonna save Ginia and Leanne for last because they were new routes. And
Yeah.
somebody, Asia, paid money for me to start with that, and then I remember people in stream going like, "Weren't we gonna play this last?" I'm like, "Well, someone picked it for me."
Someone said no.
Someone said, actually, we're gonna do Leanne right now." And honestly, it was great.
Frozen
You
again.
are frozen, but, like, in a cute pose. I like it. It's simple.
Yeah, I was fixing the this collar keeps like sliding down and I truthfully think it's just the wig because I'm like sitting down. So I'm like, I don't think I can fix it.
That's but, like, Anku. Am I right?
Yeah, it happens.
Alright, now we have the Tengoku of Struggle, which I had so many feelings for this game. Did you play this one?
I played enough to get to the route that I cared about and then I stopped.
Ooh, which one was that?
Jack.
That's like the last-ish route. Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't play the last
You didn't play Goemon's route?
I didn't give a fuck about Goemon.
You know what? Neither did I. Okay, so here's a great example of I liked the characters way more than I liked the story and stuff. Also, I clocked that angel right away, by the way. I clocked that angel. I was like, that's a bad angel.
Yeah.
Just and we had one person in chat who was super excited about him, and I was all like, "You better be careful. He's gonna be a bad guy." And then he was, and I was right.
Oh. Yeah.
I was so right. Wait, you didn't do the Goemon route. I don't know if you find out until the Goemon route, actually.
I was told.
Oh, okay. All right. Should we start with Goemon? Okay, so Goemon, I'm gonna put him under good, not great. He's fine. Oh God, I because Never's too harsh for him. If I'm being honest. him as a person, very lovely. His story made no fucking sense and ruined one of the most beautiful characters in that game by making her okay with sexual assault. I was really mad
Yikes.
because she was all about, wanting revenge and whatnot, and then she just like ignored this terrible person who I also called terrible right away. By the way, I'm really good at this, guessing way too early. So yeah, I hated that. I hated that, and it ruined that route for me because I was just so mad after that happened. They're like, "Hi, by the way, I'm the reason you're dead." Like, bleh, bleh,
Uh,
eh. Oh God, who is my favorite? Actually, wait, who is my favorite in Tengoku Struggle? I haven't had
we know
to
who
ask.
mine is.
See, when I tell myself I can only put one on the only one, it makes it a lot harder. See, I'm like, wait, I know, but Jack is great, but his route kind of pissed me off too. Like,
I'll be so real. Do you want to know how I got to the other routes?
did you just fast forward through it all? Did you just put it on auto and then hit the
I
button
did.
and then like
I
turn your head when you had
100%.
choices?
Yeah.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh gosh. Oh no. Okay,
I didn't
Shidashi is gonna go
care.
under good. Shidashi. So since you don't care, I'm gonna just tell you Shidashi's route. He was from the Edo time, and he went to hell because he killed women. But you find out in his route that the people he was killing specifically were dying, and he was doing them a favor so that they wouldn't suffer their whole death. Um, so that was his. I also hated that. I hated that every single one of these characters had a redeemable reason to be in hell. By the way, just a random rant. By the way, I just wanted a bad guy. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, give me an actual villain.
I don't hate him, but conflict. Um, and then I don't know, his overall story was fine. It was fine. Um, their bad ending was really bad. He eats her finger. That's a whole thing, by the way.
Nice. That's not that bad.
Yeah. Yona is gonna go under always yes. I know you said you skipped through this. I think you should give Yona a chance. His story was cute.
It's that game is shelved.
It's
I'm
shelved.
never
It's
seeing the
gone.
light of
Okay.
day again. Yeah,
It's over.
it's done.
God. Is it
I
gonna?
literally have two shelves of my Otome games, and it's games that I would replay and games that will never see the light of day once again.
Mine's is in alphabetical order, and I just know by looking at them. It's just how it goes. I can't not have this alphabetized.
Mine are both alphabetized, but I
Oh
have
my
them separated.
gosh. Okay. Jack. Jack. Is it gonna be Jack? Is Jack gonna win this? Or is it
Jack,
gonna be
Jack, Jack,
Kikunosuke?
Jack.
Like Jack was the one I was waiting for. I was very excited for Jack. Oh man.
He was good.
It was. But you see, you didn't even give Kikunosuke a chance. His
Doesn't matter.
sister is my favorite character in this game. Everyone hated him. Need Daddy DLC. Enma is gorgeous, and I miss him so much. Papa Enma. Okay.
He'd be the only way I'd bring the game back. Give me the old man.
Put Kikunosuke under always yes, and Jack up. It's gonna be more about age because let's be honest, I'm an adult. And Kikunosuke is kind of young. No,
Yep.
no, Sensei is hot. Oh, that's right. I miss that man. I miss that beautiful man. He should have been dateable. I should have been able to date my teacher. That doesn't
True.
sound right, but I should have. I should options, availabilities. It's 3 minutes till midnight. Oh my god,
Oh, soon.
we haven't even finished the tier list yet.
We haven't. It's because we started late.
And this
Oopsies.
broke. Is this the only sympathies? It did really break. Why didn't anybody tell me? Wait, this is the only sympathies kiss character here. What
Because
happened?
that's the listen. Because Sympathy Kiss all would have been in one row.
You're kind of right. Oh gosh,
It hurt me so bad because I am the one that bought the collector's edition. I have the mug. I have the travel mug. I have all of that stuff. The biggest disappointment of
What's
2024.
really funny is IFI is doing a holiday sale, and the desk mat was on sale for 20, and I was really debating buying it just because I thought it'd be funny, but then I was like, I didn't like the game
Yeah, don't.
though. I did buy stuff, and I will show everybody what I bought when it arrives, but it wasn't that. And I did think
Yeah,
about buying the collector's edition, but then I was also like, I didn't even like the game, and I already own it, so do I need
yeah.
another copy of that? Here's the thing, right? The only thing from that game I liked was Yofi, and that's terrible. He's terrible, but I loved him. Loved
I like the
Yofi.
bartender.
I liked the bartender until he made us wait years to date us. Thank you, mama. Thank you for the bits. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Like, he was hot though. Actually, that was
He
the one
was.
everyone got so thirsty in his route,
Yeah.
especially when, like, she was, like, sitting in his lap. That was the moment.
Yes.
I'm just gonna put you under good because honestly, when I played his route, it was the first route. This is actually probably what ruined it, right? This is the first route I did in Sympathy's Kiss, and it was actually fine. It wasn't great, but it was just a K
Yeah.
drama, and I love K dramas, so I was like, "Oh, this is fine." Oh no, he's got a fiance, but he's not in love with her. He's in love with me, so he's gonna leave her and be with me because I'm cooler now. I'm like, "Oh, perfect K drama, love it."
K drama.
The issue I had with Sympathy's Kiss, and everyone who was around for me streaming that will know this, I fucking hated that she didn't actually talk. There were just like replies where it was all like, "Oh, is
Hated
that
that.
how you think?" I'm like, "Would you just give her
Also, Happy New
dialogue?"
Year.
Happy New Year! Oh wait, mine says it's 11:59.
Oh, rip. Mine says 2 o'clock.
Doo 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 doo. No eyes. She had no eyes. I kept calling her a siren, by the way. It's midnight on my screen now. Woohoo! Happy New
She
Year!
Happy New Year. I-
Yay!
For my playthrough, it was she had no eyes, she had no speech, um, and outside of the
No brain
MC,
cells.
the translations were painful.
Oh, interesting. I don't know anyone who told me anything about Sympathy's Kisses translations, but I remember in Tengoku's Struggle, they were saying that there was stuff we were missing in Yona's route because he's old. He's an old man from like the pirate age.
Yeah.
And there were certain words he was using that if they had translated them differently, it would have changed his tone.
Oh, not even that. Like Simkist, no offense to the team, felt MTL,
MTL.
machine translation.
Ah.
It felt very like it was just so dry. It, it hurt. I was so
Happy
disappointed.
New
I was so
Year.
disappointed.
Just for the record, Eunice is at a party right now, but had decided to
Oh my
stop in the
gosh.
chat and say Happy New Year to me.
Hello.
Tempted to watch the bartender route and try to see my comments in chat. You know what? You should. That'd be hilarious. Specifically that one CG where she's sitting on his lap and then like, oh my god, Happy New Year, Happy New Year. I can hear fireworks outside. By the way, they've
Oh
been going
man.
off all night. But some of these kiss killed me. I was really excited for it because one, my man was in it. Anku was in it.
Oh yeah, he was.
And Ken was in it too. Ken was naughty, and Naughty's route was one of my favorite routes. Honestly, if this had a actually not messed up, Naughty would be in the top just because Naughty was
Yeah.
simple, sweet. I hated the MC more on that route than I did him. I do think he overreacted when she ate some of his food, but like honestly, trauma's trauma.
Yeah. Like understandable.
I'm mad that it broke though twice. How did I not notice this? I should
I didn't even
check.
notice.
All right, variable barricade is gonna be so easy for me. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Uh, okay, okay, I did it. They're all up there. Thoughts? Go on.
I hated the MC in this. I couldn't play it.
I hate the MC in this too.
Yeah.
And this game took us 2 months to play. Uh, I loved Yofi. Yofi was great. I did love Yofi. Because of people redeeming to switch the game. By the way, people kept redeeming to switch the game because everyone was
Oh,
getting
okay,
mad.
okay.
And two, I was just having a really like I would get exhausted from playing this game. I hated the MC in this game. I hated
I
most of the guys, honestly. Like I do like a cutie boy. Like, you know what I mean? Like
yeah.
let's see who's on this route. Kikonosuke is a cutie boy. Toka, cutie boy. Trying to see who else is high on this list that I would refer to kind of as a cute boy. Technically, I'd call Ignis Antagonist a cutie boy because he's kind of like a very loud in your face character.
He's a Genki
Yeah,
characters.
yeah, Genki characters. I fucking hated the dog boy. I wanted him to go away so bad. I hated it. His story didn't win me over. The mascot part of it was just stupid. I the fact that okay, whew, hang on. I gotta start back. All right, let me take a step back. Okay. I'm too heated. Okay, variable barricade as a concept pissed me off because we have by the way, should I have mentioned there's a bunch of spoilers in this? There's so many spoilers, guys. If you haven't played these games, don't listen. Um
Yeah. Divert.
just like just look away, look away. Okay, so in this game, he was gonna be a bodyguard. In no other route does he turn into a bodyguard except for the very end of Ichia's route, which by the way, Ichiya trash. Um That's the only one. You would think that in all other routes, since his only real goal was to become a bodyguard, that would come up in every single freaking route. Does not.
No, of course not.
And then Taiga? Taiga is a secret agent. He's not even quote unquote a dateable character, technically. He was there to give her grandfather information as it goes to let him know how it's happening. Doesn't come up in any single one of the other routes. So mad. So mad.
So again, my panel co-host, she also played Variable Barricade. And the one thing that she said is just like the writing was not cohesive con- like there was no continuity. But she's a huge fan of tsunderes, so she was just like, "Oh, I love the MC," so that was like her whole reason for playing.
I don't even think she was a good tsundere, if I'm being
I
so real with you.
I can't do it with tsunderes. Doesn't
I
matter if they're good or bad. I'm just like
I
can't.
would say I'm neutral for tsunderes. You can kind of tell on this chart. There's some tsunderes a little bit higher, but
Yeah,
like I'm okay because like it's kind of a cute concept, right? Where like you're gonna treat me differently because you have feels for me. Cute, right?
yeah,
She's not like that. She's just
no,
a bitch. I don't like using that phrase, but that's like
no.
she sucks.
I got like I got halfway through like the common, and I was like, I can't. And I dropped
The
it.
common was a nightmare, and it took
Oh,
me, I
yeah,
think, 6 streams. It was crazy how long it took me to get through that common route,
yeah.
and it was so boring, and it it didn't bring me any joy. I had no joy. I had no joy at the end of those streams.
Oh no,
And then
that's
my
so sad.
even though Taiga's at the top, my favorite character actually is Shion. Because I kept making jokes that he was a fairy the entire time I played this game. I'm like, this isn't a human. This is a fae who accidentally
Hmm.
wandered into this world. And it made perfect sense too because he's French and he's from France. So he doesn't understand Japanese customs. So he kept going like, "Oh, that's what that means?" I'm like, "Yeah, cuz you're actually a fae." And
Yeah,
that's why he was my favorite. And his route honestly wasn't bad, but like I wouldn't say always yes to him because he's too
yeah.
passive as well. It's like his personality. I don't like that. I don't like that like I could do or do without kind of attitude, and that's kind of what he has. I don't know. I feel like you need to love me more. Love me more. It's why Vilio's so high on my list. Love me more. Show me
Love
affection.
me.
Love
Yeah, show me
me.
affection.
I need to feel things. And then Birchie Evermore is on this list. These are actually
Yeah,
CGs from the first game. The first game I did play last year, and technically I'm playing the fan disc right now, but it counts. It counts
it
because I want it
counts.
to. And this one's gonna be hard. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Okay, I'm hearing you out.
Do you want to just place them all and then we'll talk about it?
No, let's go one by one. Let's
Okay.
do this.
All right. Okay, so Adolf. I hate Adolf, but, and I've said this before, he's going under good. He's not my favorite character.
Okay. That's
But
I put him in good.
the reason for that specifically, though, is because at the end of the day, spoiler alert, guys, Adolf is Anku. And I know some people who hate Adolf, and because they hate Adolf, they don't like Anku because they're like, But here's the thing people change. He made a very bad mistake. He looked her in the eye and called her a monster, and that fucking sucks. Like, if
Yeah.
you. I used to do a tally when I first started doing Otome games on if there was physical abuse to the character. Every stream because it or every game I played because it was so common and I'm like, I don't know why we're doing this. I don't know why we have a character that will like hit or punch or like verbally abuse your character and then you're like, now I love him. Like let's not romanticize shit like that.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Yeah.
So him saying that to his her face, and hurting her feelings, terrible. But it was kind of a moment of weakness on his side. And he gravely regretted it. So much so that in his original universe, he lived to be what, 400 and then decided to go
Yeah.
back in time to try
Yeah.
and save her because he regretted it so much. Like that's redeemable. Like
I I
imagine.
I put Adolf in good kind of for the same reason. Not so much that he called Sarah a monster to her face, because she does that to herself.
She does
I
all the
am
time,
very much I am
constantly.
very much in the belief that if you continually tell yourself something, if someone else says it to you, you can't refute it. And that's how I feel with Saris. A lot
Yeah.
of what people say to her, she already believes. It's no different. Um,
But
it's
when
not
so someone you
healthy.
love that says it, it
Yeah.
makes it worse. Like, you might like and I'm one of those people where like I have like a really hard time accepting compliments. But like let's say if someone I love told me something like that, I would feel like trash. I would
Yeah,
feel
I mean, but in Saris's like particular like situation, she'd just be like, "Oh yeah, you're right." Like
she
I
is.
hate
She's
saying it,
constantly
but
like
yeah,
that. Oh
yeah.
man. Serious kills
So
me.
I truly don't think it hurt
Also, you
nearly as bad as say,
Anku and Adolf are the same person. We're talking about Adolf specifically though. This is the younger
yeah,
version of Anku. So it's
yes,
I love Anku, but Adolf is okay.
yeah.
Adolf is okay.
That
Also, his
being
ending's
said,
the only ending, in the original game. Sorry, let me just add this one more note. This is another reason why he's
yeah.
in good, where everyone kind of ends up happy. And my favorite person in this game is a little girl, with blonde hair, and that's the one route where she ends up growing
Alive.
up.
Yeah.
And
Um,
I'll take it. I'll fucking take it.
yeah. I would put him in good simply because for me, outside of like, yeah, he does some stuff and he says some stuff that's not great. But you're right, like people end up happy in his route. Um, but his existence also leads to Anku in another universe, so I'm acceptable. You
Exactly.
are
I
forgiven,
will I
sir.
will take what I can take, and it's okay.
Yes,
Pho. And this is also,
exactly.
by the way, this picture of Anku right here is my favorite picture of Anku.
It's a really good one.
I love his neck. I love the way his hand looks. He's eating flat, like everything about this one. Like I
It's
want
really good,
this.
yeah.
I want this framed. This is no surprise to anybody. I don't think if it surprises somebody, that's hilarious. But like, whoa, Anku's your favorite? I thought it was. You're wrong. It's Anku.
um,
Go on,
I
go
know.
on. It's okay. You don't have to agree with me.
No, so here's the thing.
Mhm.
Under my rules, I did have Anku up in the only one.
Okay.
If I had to choose, I physically don't know if I could choose. He's
It's
definitely
hard.
up there. Like
Like, look,
obviously.
obviously, like, look at what I'm wearing.
Obviously he is up there. He is one of my favorite characters. He is the first character that I will say this. He is the first character that I have ever encountered that has called me his princess and I have not physically
You
recoiled.
know what? That's so true.
So,
Anytime they're like precious or something, I'm like, shut the fuck up. But Anku saying it in his voice, like that
I
voice,
was like I was
that
like
voice.
oh,
Oh my god. I
yeah.
love him so much. Like the
His
first
route
second he showed up,
his route itself though.
I haven't got there yet. So,
No, well, just in
oh,
the
you mean
first game.
just the
Just in the first
okay,
game,
the
weird.
da salute, whatever it's called.
Yeah, can I just say that like his whole route stuff really weird.
Really weird.
The game did take a turn
Yes,
personally for me that went a
my
little more
Pepo.
sci-fi than I was expecting it to, and I was
Right.
not prepared for that.
I
But
knew so again how I told you how I ruined stories. Also thank you, Eunice, for the gifting sub to Asia. Um the guessing the end, they mentioned time travel so many times in all the other routes. I'm like, someone has to time travel. I knew it had to happen because they kept talking about Mathis's route. They talked about it in oh gosh, There was someone else's route. Maybe it was Lucas's? Where they mentioned time travel. I'm like, who's
Chien's.
time traveling?
Chien's,
Chien's. Okay,
Eve's.
yeah.
I think the only one they didn't actually mention it is Lucas's.
Yeah, I feel like Lucas was too focused on being a serial killer. Honestly, he was too
Hey!
busy. Too sorry for the realist here.
No! No!
He's a serial killer. You can't change it.
Yes, I
Oh my
can. I
god.
can change him.
Yeah, I can fix him.
I can fix him.
Oh gosh. I will say something that really made me annoyed in the fan disc because I did Lucas's so far. I've done Lucas's, I've done Sheen's, I've done Mathis. I try to play them in the same order I played them in the original game. That's what I'm kind of doing.
Hmm.
And that's how I started it. Because why? Because or Dolph's is locked, so Adolf couldn't be played first. By the way, he was
Yeah.
my least favorite from just looks alone. And then I couldn't play Eve's, even though I did want this game specifically for the picture of Eve's handing Cirrus roses in the middle of a field that's on fire. Because I'm like, this seems like the wrong time to hand someone flowers, but all right. Um, but his overall look, I wasn't too excited for, so he was also near my bottom on my original list. It did change when I played his route, but at a glance, these would have been a different order. So Lucas's route, I made this joke where I think my channel video for that stream was called "My Boyfriend is a Tombstone" because like he was dead. How the fuck is this story happening? And then guess what? You're in hell. You're in hell for the entire story, and the story was way too freaking long. It should have been
Yeah.
so much
Well,
shorter.
no, but yeah.
Yeah, no, yes.
Listen, I would suffer so much for Lucas.
That face, I would suffer for. That friggin' uh,
I love
okay,
the dichotomy. I love the dichotomy of a very angelic looking person and a very warped sense of self and mind.
to be clear, I was really excited for Lucas. I was like, "Oh my god, he's a serial killer." They gave him such a lame reason to be the serial killer.
Yeah, I was kind of upset that it was brainwashing and not just
Yeah,
him being fucking psycho.
exactly.
But
Like,
but
let him be. Let him just
that being
be.
said, I'm still here for it.
Again, I there's some yanderes I like, and there's some obsessive because there's a difference between yandere and being obsessive, right? Characters I like.
Hmm.
Lucas, unfortunately, the way they presented him was not what I wanted. I also hate being put in a cage. Anytime you put me in a cage, I'm honestly mad. I like Lucas. He's so pretty. He is pretty. I was really
Uh,
excited when I realized I was like, that pose is the same pose as Lucas. That is the serial killer. This is
so
he is bro.
here's the thing. I
Okay.
didn't make the connection.
Really?
Okay. Post or pre-stream, we were trying to get through scuff, and there were two things that we mentioned. Number one, that I'm very stupid. And then I got yelled at. But number two, that for every piece of Anku merch that I have, save for two, I have the exact same piece of Lucas merch. I never made the connection despite me staring at his CG for like 10 minutes when he came up because I went, oh my god, he's radiant.
I feel like I'd have to go back to
I have
like one of my
screen
first
burn.
VODs where I was literally playing, going like, wait, because like I literally stop and go to my screenshots, going that post is the same post as this post. They're the same person. It's him. And I was super excited. I was down. I was down. I was like, oh my god, this serial killer is dateable. Okay, that's fine. And
I
then
have
he brainwashed, put me in a cage, told me I'm perfect because I'm normal, and I'm just like, and then that ending ruined me.
oh, it was so good.
Anyways, I'm not gonna put him in not worth the read because the story is interesting, right? But
Yeah.
I never want this. I don't want this. Pretty
He
privileged,
would
hey.
be he's the second one and the only one for me. I love him. He is literally screen burned in if I switch screen.
Oh, also, I hated how slow he spoke. That was
Okay.
that was.
Here's the thing. That is a Daisuke Hirakawa thing. Every single role that this man does, he speaks slow. Lucas is the one role where I'm like, it makes sense for him to speak slowly
Because he's dying.
because he's dying and he's continuously coughing up blood, which will cause injury to the throat. He is the only character that he voices where I'm like, you know what? I'm giving you a pass.
Ugh, oh my gosh. My issue remains where like as we all know, when I play these games, I let them speak, I listen to their Japanese dialogue, and then I speak. I cut I talked over Lucas so many fucking times because I thought he'd be done, but it turns out he was just taking a breath, and I'm like, "Motherfucker, stop talking."
Lucas I'll say this, Lucas is definitely not a streaming route for that reason alone.
Oh, goodness.
So I definitely understand it.
Lucas was killing me, like, oof, just, like, pause to breathe, pause to breathe. Okay, Mathis, this might surprise people. I did enjoy Mathis's ending. I hated him, though.
Yep,
Part of me wants to put
same.
him in not even worth reading because, like, I feel
But
like the game would have been better without him.
Jean.
Gene, I did love Gene. I hated the fan disc though because okay,
Oh yeah,
hear me
that
out.
sucked.
I actually was okay with the ending where Gene ends up getting his girl back. I was annoyed that the alternate story they gave us, or the continued story they gave us, was still about Gene. One was fine. We didn't need two.
No, we need
Also,
to.
we did not. Okay, first off, Gene wasn't even in it. It was Mathis chasing over after
Yeah,
Gene's shadow, which is really fucking weird. Because one, Gene is a serial killer. Again, I like Gene. Loved him. I was like, why can't I date him? I was fine with that. He got no route in the fan. Mathis did not get a route in the fan.
he
That's
did
so true.
not.
They took it away from him and handed it to Gene. But like Cirrus was traumatized by this man. Technically, Mathis was too. And the fact that he's obsessed to the point that he's like, I got to do all this. And then in the fan disc, because Mathis is one of the few stories I've already played, he has that broken heart syndrome where like you fall in love and then you freaking die within a year, and they do that
Yeah,
forever. And I was like, this is
yeah,
not a happy ending. This is terrible. I hate this. Poor Mathis. This ending was great in the game, and they fucked it in the fan disc. Just him
yeah,
meeting her, going like, that's the CG, that picture right there of Mathis is the one I used for the thumbnail for that specific stream because it was so pretty. And he had the best line where he's all like, "I feel like I was brought to him so I could find you." What a beautiful like sentiment, right? Like I went through all this hell, I went through all this trauma, but it's fine because I met you. And then they ruined it.
yeah.
And they just Gene and his girl, the main characters. Honestly, I wish they would have gave his girlfriend a face finally.
I have a mutual who has multiple Jean Ida bags in every piece of Jean merchandise that has been released, and it's so funny. I'm like,
Gene's
I wish I had your
beautiful. Like
power.
I know like when I first so actually when I first started this game, I thought Hugo would be dateable. I know there's something in the fan desk, I haven't got to that yet where like
Hugo?
Hugo. I assumed he was gonna be dateable. He was on my to be clear, he was on my list, but he was at the bottom until I realized he wasn't dateable. I was like, I don't
No.
like him, so he'll be the first guy I play because I just want to get through his route. And then I was like, oh, you can't date him. Never mind. And
No.
instead, he was just trash. So,
Hugo was the homo representation in these games.
ah, listen, Hugo had things. All right. Sheen is obviously always yes. Sheen's routes. Now, there's some things. There are some things about Sheen's route, that got to us. We all remember this. Maybe you don't. If you weren't paying
Me?
it, yeah, well, you might not have been
Yeah.
watching. You weren't watching my streams. In Sheen's route, there's a moment where he's having a thought, right? It's like I think it's black screen. It's just like him talking in his head. And there's a
Yeah.
moment where you hear a voice clip and it's mom. By the way, mom's hot and I would date her. It's Salome's voice and she's yelling at him. And then it has a dialogue where he says, "My sister hated this," or whatever. And we're like, "Oh, Salome's his sister." Was not true.
No.
But I feel like that was a plot that they were like thinking about and then they cut it and they forgot to
N-
take that part
No,
out.
it was translated wrong.
Okay, go for it. Tell me what was it
Yeah.
actually?
So it was more of sister as in like the respectful way of referring to another person.
Oh my
So
god.
yeah. And they just unfortunately translated that very
We
literally.
literally thought for the longest time they were siblings. And then I was like
No.
they must have just killed that route because it would have been perfect. They had similar jaw lines, they had the same color hair, and they're both hot as fuck.
No,
Sister
yeah,
Salome,
so
I would give up everything for that. In fact, I've had
oh,
people go like,
same.
"Why do you forgive Salome for killing you?" I'm like, "She was upset,
Because she's
okay?
hot.
She's hot. She's gorgeous.
Yeah,
Her mark is on her chest, and she shows her chest when she's in her nightgown, okay? Like,
yeah,
that
um,
woman is
beautiful.
beautiful. Like, I loved her so much when they first showed her. I'm like, "Oh my gosh, okay,
But,
everything."
yeah, it was basically, like, the respectful way of actually saying, like, sister as in
Like
sister of
sister
the
nun.
church.
Got it, got it,
Yeah.
got it. You got me. Okay, so the whole time we were like, "Oh man, it's his sister." And I was like,
No,
"That would've made so much sense."
they translated it very
That's
literally,
so
and it was
funny.
incorrect. Because I so for reference to those who are like tuning in, I don't actually read them half the time. I just listen because I am fluent in understanding Japanese. Um,
Yeah, I have friends
and
who are
so
cooler than me.
for me, there's like like I'll just like let it play. I'll like set it to the side and I'll let it play and do other things while I listen to it. Um, and then I'll go back and read, or I'll go to like hit the options, and sometimes I read it and I'm like, oh, that's very wrong. Versh had a lot of that actually.
That's so disappointing. But yeah, that's what we had started thinking. And then the way they hated each other, this is another thing with Sheen's route. I thought for a little bit too that maybe Salome and Sheen had been in a relationship because
I thought that,
yeah,
yeah,
like when you hate someone so much, like to a certain degree, sometimes it's like it's because it was romance at first. And when you turn into a liver, you lose your romance. Like
yeah.
that's just like one of those things you lose. And I was like, that would make perfect sense. One, they're both gorgeous. They would make beautiful children. And then it would make sense why Dahat was such a genius if they had been like if that's their child.
Yeah.
I feel like I
No,
made a better story, basically.
you
Um,
probably honestly.
I made a better story and they didn't go with it. Because like that would have made so much sense if Dahat was his child, and that explains why Dahat's smart, and that also explains why Sheen unknowingly thought that Dahat was worthy of admiration
Yeah.
because he didn't think anybody was worthy of admiration, but he was like Dahat could probably be my successor. And that makes sense if like genetically speaking that's your child, obviously he would have those genes in him that would make him like you.
No, you guys had like a better theory than what happens in
Yeah.
actuality. I'm not gonna lie.
In actuality, actually, no, none of that
I'm
happened.
actually
Yeah, so, like, I was like we had such a theory, and then I was a little bit disappointed, but Sheen himself, gorgeous. I love his ass.
yes.
I love his voice. Um,
I love neck tattoos.
I love neck tattoos. Oh my god, that's also why I love Leanne. I was gonna here's another fun fact. Okay, Asia ruined this. I bought a tattoo so I could do Leanne's tattoo. It hadn't arrived yet when she redeemed for me to play Leanne's route. Yeah.
No.
So I never got to do the neck tattoo,
Okay.
because it hadn't arrived yet. I was like, "Alright, I guess I won't do that then." But yeah, I love it. I love tattoos in general, let me be real. I have a sleeve, you can kind of see it through, my clothes, but, it's there. Um,
Me and my multiple tattoos peeking out through my cosplay, it's fine.
yeah, yeah, it's see-through, so you can definitely tell that there's a tattoo under this sleeve. So, like, tattoos are hot. Tattoos and piercings, we just talked about this earlier. Tattoos and
Yeah, yeah,
piercings, gorgeous.
that's
And
true.
he's got piercings too. He's got, like for a man who's all about science, he's very fashion forward.
Yeah.
Like, look at his hair.
He's ready.
Yeah.
He could
Also,
quit
this
any day and go be
CG,
a model.
so fucking hot. The
So
other one
good.
where he's doing the puzzle, so good. He has some of the best CGs in of all the
The
guys.
the puzzle one's probably my favorite.
I just love everything about that one. Also, the sandwich
Yes.
thing, I love that. I love the sandwich. I feel like they leaned too heavy into it in the fan disc where they kept mentioning the sandwich thing.
They,
I was like
yeah.
they're like, "Oh, you guys like the sandwich thing? She makes sandwiches." I'm like, "Shut the fuck up." Like, it was
Yeah.
cute the
Yeah.
first time. Now you're just, like, way too hard on this. Oh gosh. Okay, well, this also makes sense, actually. Eve's is always yes, but there is a but. His route
Okay.
pissed me the fuck off because I felt like Eve's should have been, a Dolph, basically, you know what I mean? Like, the true end. And in his ending, which I haven't played the fan disc part yet, I and I'm still mad, he dies. Spoiler alert, he dies. In the good ending,
Yep.
he's dead. You are in a cave dying with this man. And I felt like these 2 deserved everything together. 1, his scar was caused by her. 2, he literally in the good ending of Adolf, before he goes on a fucking adventure with Hugo, fuck Hugo, by the way. Uh,
I like Hugo.
he literally says in his head going, "Ah, I feel like we would have been good together." I did too. I thought you would have been great together.
So, do you want to know the funny fact about Eve's route?
Okay.
He is the true ending.
The true ending is they just die?
He is the true ending because if you look at it, Anku is Eves is the only one that Anku in the beginning of the route says this is the only one that I would be willing to give him up to. Like to give
Give you
Saris up
up to,
to.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
So that in theory makes Eves the actual true route. Adolf and
That's only
Anku
because
are
Anku
the
is
story route.
self-deprecating and he hates himself, for how he
And that's
treated her, so he can't let that go.
yeah. And that's why Lesalou is kind of viewed as it's the story route. And it's the route that gives you all of the exposition, but a majority of people are like,
Despair.
no, Anku literally says, like, this is the person.
And it makes
So
sense because
Eves is considered the
Eves
true
is the
route
one taking
by
care of
many
the
people.
flowers, making more
Yep.
of them, which is what Anku wants. He's
Yep.
literally related to the Wanderer.
Yep.
The Wanderer.
Wanderer's hot. I'm really mad he doesn't have a route.
The Wanderer is hot, so is the girl. I haven't played that yet, obviously, so I don't
She's
know.
hot, yeah.
Like, she also has tattoos.
Yep.
Great time. And boobs, which is also fun.
And
Um,
boobs.
and boobs! I don't know if you guys noticed. Boobs. But she wears
Boobs.
a very low cut top, so you get a lot of it.
Yeah.
Haven't got there yet. There's some stories, right, where I'm like, I would be so here's the thing, Cafe Enchanté, I talked about this before. I would love a sequel to Cafe Enchanté, but I don't want the MC obviously to be part of that story. I want it to be a new MC, and I want it to be like years in the future, and I want the Ice Kid to be one of the dateable characters because he's grown up. That's what I want, and I feel like they could have done that. And
The
in
sequel.
and then in Radiant Tale, like I said, I wanted a prequel where it's the story of the king, and then for
Yeah.
Birch, I just want it to make sense.
Yeah. I that's like I said, that's like the one thing I have for Versh is that the writing starts to get really, really lost and confused. It feels like they had so many things that they wanted to do in so many ways that they wanted like Saris's condition to end up. And they went,
Ah,
you know what? Genetics.
I've had people talk about the genetics too, and also I just feel like they could have made this way simpler, and
Yeah,
but they just I don't know. Sometimes it feels like Charles Dickens, where they're like, I just need to keep writing. Like you don't.
it
I
does.
I don't feel like we need so much dialogue. Stories can be told without it being ridiculously long. Which game was it that we played that was super short that I really loved? Oh gosh, like can't remember. Maybe it was Cafe Enchanté, but I didn't like. I
Cafe
loved
Chante is short.
like Ignis's route. Again, I know you didn't love him, but I did. It
Yeah.
might have like I think I finished it in like 6 hours,
Yeah, Cafe Enchanté is really, really digestible.
and like that's great. I don't need a story to be like 15 hours a route. I don't need that. It's not necessary. I also do need a common route to be 25 fucking hours. Um, hear me out. You might not agree with me, but hear me out. Doesn't need to be that long.
My thing is, Versh Evermore will forever be my number one Otome.
Birch
Flat out.
is actually my favorite. Yes, I won't lie.
It has so many problems that could have been fixed by
Yeah,
just
there.
tiny, tiny bit more succinct, guys.
It's like the art so beautiful. That's like
Yo,
here's the thing. I'm
Yomi
really
Yomi hit.
I'm a simp for art. Like the art's
Yeah.
so good. The outfits are so good. The story itself is very good. And like I enjoy going through it all. But the fan disc, I felt like they didn't know what they wanted to do. And maybe they didn't need a fan
No,
disc. We don't always need a sequel.
I wanted it
Lucas,
though.
we're in hell for Lucas's route and we're getting chased by his dead sister and learning redemption even though we're already in hell. And who was
Yeah.
the ghost girl? We don't even know who she was. There was another ghost girl. It wasn't his sister. It was just somebody that was playing with them. Who is she?
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah, the fan disc got a little lost. That being said, I did still spend a stupid amount of money for the collector's edition.
What's in it? Is it hot?
Uh,
I like it.
I dropped my other Sunlong boot.
Oh no.
So this is the
Wait.
box,
Okay. Hang on. I might have to actually open the Discord screen just so I
and,
can see that bigger.
and here's this is my favorite CG of all time.
Oh my gosh. Look at all of
And
that.
inside,
Oh no.
oh god, these sleeves are so big. I'm having so much problem.
Honestly, okay.
Sleeves.
I fun story. I was running around my house almost naked basically. I didn't have this top on yet. Because I knew this was gonna get in my way, and then I instantly got it in the sink right afterwards.
It is a card that has thank yous and stuff like that. You get the drama CD one, and there's a second drama CD in here. It came with a bunch of keychains as well, which are in. I have a bag full of keychains, or a
Gorgeous.
box full of keychains.
I have currently actually she fell out. So I have this, which I was gonna possibly use tonight, but I put it on the wrong side. Well, I didn't put it on the wrong side. I thought I could put it on the other side.
I have the history book. I have drama CD and OST.
Hot. Okay, okay.
Oh god, oh god. And then I think this is actually like a short story.
Oh.
Oh, oh, ah, ah. What is this? Oh, it's the CG book, the original CG book, before the art book came out.
See, I love pictures, so pictures, art cards, keychains.
Yeah, and then and it came with a tote bag. So I had the tote bag of it's the little chibis. I'll put that back later. It's the little chibis where they're all like MMORPG characters.
That's hot. That's hot.
It cost me a stupid amount of money. Hee hee.
Well, it only came out in Japan, so that's
That's
fair.
true, yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
fair. I
I
wish
do love tote bags. I have so many tote bags.
I was really disappointed with the fan disc special edition with just an acrylic stand that
The
was just the
acrylic.
cover. I was like, come on.
That was very upsetting. I didn't even get it. Like I usually go for acrylic standees and I said I was gonna go for it and I just went, no.
For the I think it was $20 more. Like if it was $10
Yeah,
more, I would have gone for it. But it was $20 more,
20.
and I'm like, that's an
No.
acrylic stand, and it's a very base looking one. I'm fine.
Yeah.
All right, and then this is now the last game that I played. This is actually the first game I played last night.
Yes.
The funny thing with Winter's Wish is when we played it right after Verge, and so I'm like, this is basically Verge, but like in a different font.
I actually played it right before Verge.
So you did the opposite, and you're
I
like,
did,
huh?
yeah.
There's a cursed girl. There's there's story to be held. It has something to do with her genetics. She's so special. Yeah. So, okay. Oh gosh, this is gonna be so hard for me. Hang on. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, this is actually difficult.
Um. Okay. I didn't like him. Just didn't like him. Didn't like him.
You didn't like Koo?
His story was so boring. Um. His history was so boring. He was also the first route I did, and honestly, thank God it was because I hated it. I still need to watch Otaro's route. Otaro is the best one. Watch it. Oh my god. Oh, you're like wow over there.
Him.
You're gonna get probably more surprised. Okay, he's
What?
fine.
Oh, he was so good, and his voice actor was so fun.
Who him? Kenji? What's his guy's name? Actually, this is Kenji.
That's
Who?
not Kenji. That's uh
That's the
no, the
one I
green
called him a
one.
gopher. Oh, the green one.
The
This one.
green one, yeah.
I thought he was
The
boring.
one you put not worth reading.
I thought he was boring. I thought his story was boring. I was not. I was not ready.
Okay.
Is this Winter's Wish? Yeah, this one's Winter's Wish. Which is a good story, by the way. I did enjoy this story. And I love Obiki. Feels right, but it also feels wrong. And his brother. And oh, I just remembered something. Okay, it's
Hmm?
Otaru and Hibiki. So Otaru's voice actor is Toka's voice actor. who's also the voice actor for the Hot. Am I doing
Taro?
this right?
What? Otaro?
Otato. Yeah.
Otaro was Eve's. That was Saito Soma.
Saito Soma. Okay, wait, no. Wait. Hang on. Hang on.
I'm pretty sure.
I think I want to argue with you and say you're wrong cuz I loved him, but I didn't. Oh,
Saito Soma was Otaro.
who am I thinking? Who the heck is Toka? Is Toka? Oh, Toka is the Hot. Am I
Let
right?
me just look up. Hold on.
Someday I'm right. I'll be right someday. But Otato was my favorite. I just don't know if I
Oh,
liked him more than Kenji.
Dahot was Toki Shunichi.
Okay, okay.
Shunichi Toki, which is the one we were talking about earlier.
Okay, cool. I'm just like, what was I
Yeah.
doing? Okay, okay. Oh man, this is so I hated him. I hate him so much. I can see your face and I'm sorry, but I hate him.
No, I just
Like
need to know where you're gonna put it. I'm watching the stream, so I'm like, where are you putting him?
I I hated him. I hated him. We're gonna go with not worth the read. Honestly, his
I agree with that one.
his ending was the worst ending, and I didn't understand it.
I I wanted to like Tomonari.
I
Okay.
wanted to
Tomonari
too.
was the whole reason that I purchased the game because I was like, this one, this is the one that I'm going to like. And I was so disgustingly upset with the way his route went.
Aisha says she forgot he existed. I was also
I
disgusted.
wish I forgot he existed.
I I hated so many different things about his route. I also don't know why he was like the one that had a shirtless like he has nothing. He's got nothing going
There's
on.
nothing there.
That was just as simple as a guy in a bathing suit. There was nothing to be like, ooh. Like I was not okay. I was really
Yeah,
excited for his route because he was just so he's cute. He's like baby girl. He's so cute.
he
Um
is.
and he ruined it. He ruined it himself. He was weird. The ending, the bad ending where he's trying to get her pregnant was really weird. And like at no point in any of that route, and maybe I'm wrong, did they ever like indicate that she was wanting to have a child?
Well, that is the worst ending that she could have had.
That's so true. But like
Baby trapped.
baby trapped. But like they were trying to have a child, and I just didn't understand why that was suddenly a plot point when at no point like okay, so he's under good, right? This guy right here. His ending, he's like, "I wanna have a family with you." I thought that was sweet.
Yeah,
Like, I
that
liked
was
that.
cute.
And I liked his little buck teeth, his little teethies. I thought that was a cute random
Yeah.
feature. But overall, his story was kind of forgettable. Like, I can't even think about exactly what happened in his route.
Uh, yeah, he was pretty forgettable. He was not my favorite.
Yeah, he wasn't my favorite, but he also wasn't, like, terrible. Like, it was fine.
Asia, Asia, yes,
He's
he was
trying to
trying to
get her
get her
pregnant. Yeah,
pregnant.
totally. He literally was all like they were talking about it. She was, like, sadly rubbing her belly in the bad ending
Yeah,
for
she
his,
was really upset about it.
and I didn't understand why. Like, it seemed so out of left field because it had never been, like, a feature. Like, it was never a
Yeah,
thing. So I hated that. I hated it so much. And his good ending was also not better because he knew
they weren't.
her forever, apparently.
Yeah,
And I was like, all right, I don't like this. I like this
yeah,
less
no,
now. I somehow like this less. Like, I was just like, this is worse.
yeah.
And then I love him. I do love him. I love him so much. I know you're not a fan of the Tsundere characters, Um, but
Yeah.
I felt like his story at least made sense. And it
His oh, keep going. I'm gonna bring this up because I actually in this one I did like ugh, I did a whole like I rated all of my like my character choices. So keep
Ooh,
going and I'll
exciting.
bring it up
Okay,
for
okay.
him.
So for his route, one, I liked that he had like kind of a real life. Like he was like, here I work at this brewery where we make wine and stuff, and like people actually relied on him that were not just other vessels. Um, he had a real story for his being a vessel. Like the hairbread had an actual like thing attached to it, and it made it an interesting plot point. And genuinely, like, he made me wanna get hair oil. I won't fucking lie. I wanted hair oil after this game because he's like, "Let me brush your hair," and I'm like, "Oh my god, I want hair oil now." Like, what the hell?
Wait, is
Age.
this is Yoichi, right?
Yes.
I gave him a 6 out of 10.
6, so you would have put him in, like,
I
good.
went, I
I agree.
expected more, but yeah, his endings were pretty mid as well. We do get a cameo from the secret character, so that's fun. I had to scroll through me like lusting over the captain with glasses for like a good 3 seconds.
Oh, I remember yes, yes, the angry one that's always like, "Ah!" And I'm like, "Oh, man, this guy.
I love him.
Asia's so sleepy." I'm so sorry, Asia. I know it's, like, what, 3 AM almost for you? I'm so
Asia,
sorry.
oh no.
You'll make it. I believe in you.
It's
That or you'll
also
go to
3
sleep.
a.m. for me. It's okay.
I'm so sorry. But yeah, I still liked him. I thought he was good. I don't think he was, like, my favorite. Obviously, he's not my favorite, but I liked his story enough. And I also just like guys with long hair. I'm
That's
kind of
fair.
biased for that. Hear me out. I'm having a hard time with the last 2. Oh, no. Who's my favorite? Oh, no.
I know
Okay.
who my favorite is.
My favorite's gonna be a
Easy.
bias. Okay. We're gonna go this oh, no. Oh, this hurts me. Okay, this hurts me. It hurts me, but it's okay because I like I said, the only one can only have 1 in there. Otaru is one of my favorite characters. I loved this game for him. A lot of people hated him. I was in love with him from the first start. I was like, "This is a bad boy. I know he's gonna be bad." And guess what? The first 5 seconds of his route, I'm bad. I was like, "Oh shit." I thought they're gonna hide that a little bit longer, but alright, I'm fine with that. His backstory was my favorite backstory. It made sense. I loved that he had a connection to the mom, which is funny because I also hate this guy for the connection he had with the family, but you know what? He was born technically the day his her parents died, so who cares? Um, he had a genuine reason to hate people. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he had a just it's terrible, right? It's terrible, he wants people to die, whatever. But he had a justified reason as to why, because he was literally created out of hate. Like, he was so mad. That's how he was born, and his voice actor is great. And I also loved how playful he was. I just liked that. It was a really great time for me. Okay,
I
go.
would
I
I
see
would
you're
have
so ready.
I would have put him in the only one.
I know, but hear me out, and I'm gonna
And he's
explain.
not he's not my brand.
I adore him. Like, I was so happy in his route. In fact, if you wanna watch his route, I was happy the whole time. I was giddy the whole time. I'm like,
It was so
"Oh."
fun. It
I
was
loved
fun.
it. But here's the thing, okay? Kinji is the voice of Shirashi from Collar X Malice, and that is my favorite character from Collar X Malice. And his first part in this game is the part
It
where
makes so much sense.
oh my gosh.
I liked to be fair, I liked Kinji. I would definitely put Kinji in always yes, but now it makes so much more sense.
But here's the other part, right? The very first scene, I also like the kind of flirty guys. I didn't realize it until we started doing tier list last year that I kind of like flirty guys. It was like one of those things like, oh my god, like look at this. There's Ginia. Ginia was flirting with her the whole time. Alan was flirting with her the whole time. Uh, Taiga wasn't really. Jack was, but like kind of for nefarious reasons. Kinji, his very first like scene, he's like they're hiding together, and then he realizes she's embarrassed, and so he leans in more. And I'm like, you motherfucker, I love you. Like, that was great. That was a great moment. And
It
their
was.
bad ending was beautiful. Like, it was terrible, but it was beautiful. It was
It was
gorgeous.
very sad, yeah.
Like, I liked how it played, and I don't know. And also, again, his voice is just so good. I love his voice. I can't wait to play my fan disc for Collar X Malice, even though fan discs have slowly been starting to kill me. Because I just want to hear his voice again. I miss him. It's also why I can't wait to play my next life as a villainess. All routes lead to doom. Something something C, because he's one of the voices in that.
Pirates of the Disturbance.
Pirates of the Disturbance. Yeah, that's the full. That's why is it so long?
Uh, because it's technically an anime
I
game.
watched the anime. I know.
It's
But he's a brand new character in that, and I wanna play it so
oh,
bad. He's a
is
pirate
he the
with an eye
pirate?
patch. He is!
Okay.
With an eye
He is the
patch.
So he is the only reason that I picked that game up, and then I started playing it, remembered how much I actually don't like the franchise and went, I can't do it. And I quietly slid it away.
So, I got that game to do a review for, and I didn't finish it. I played through so I have a rule when I play Otome, I start with my least favorite, which means I started with the brother character because I freaking hate that. I freaking hate that. I hate that you were raised together as brother and sister, and now you want to date your sister. That's weird. I know they're not related by blood, but that's weird. And so Kent is my least favorite character. So I played through his route and I hated it so much the entire time. And I only got to meet my beautiful boy a little bit in that, but like he's so good. So excited. So I haven't finished that. Keith, sorry, Keith, not Kent. I changed his name.
Ken.
It sounded
Okay, but
better
good
when
job.
I said it.
And my father.
Well, don't think about that. All right.
It's so hard.
All that's left now is the MCs. Um, I know you
They're
put
my
all the
wives.
girls in the whatever, but like, hear me out. Some of these kids can die. They can
It's my
die.
wife.
That I picked that one specifically so you could tell she had no eyes.
That's fair.
Like I was like, she's got no eyes, man. Okay, trying to think here. Okay, she's good. She could be better. She's got some problems, right? Her
She's
parents died
dumb.
young. She's dumb, but
Like that's literally I think something in the review that I wrote was just literally but where did it go? Where did it go?
I believe in you.
Oh, I was like, she feels like the typical dumb MC. I can't really compare her to any other MC, honestly, especially not without spoiling the true route. Honestly, there are moments where she's so stupid I wanted to shake her, but she lived alone in the mountains for so long that her social skills aren't her strong point.
I so mentally, this is probably why I give her so much grace and why she's in good. Did you ever watch the movie Nell?
Is it a horror movie?
No.
Then no.
It has Liam Neeson in it, actually.
I don't know who that is.
It's did you watch Star Wars ever?
No.
This is we're gonna see our differences where you can name every Japanese actor in the friggin' world.
And I
Um,
can't name a single actor.
you know that joke they make all the time about the Taken movies where they're like, "I will find you and you will da 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 da."
Yeah, I know the meme.
Okay, if you know the meme, that's the actor.
Oh, okay.
So the story is about so I'll just give you the general story. The story is about a girl who they find living kind of in the woods by herself after her grandmother died. But her grandmother had a stroke a long time ago before she had taken the girls and she had a sister too.
Mm,
And they all basically spoke with a speech impediment because they learned how to speak from their grandmother who had a stroke and so she's not saying words right like, with the right annotations, and so Liam
yeah.
Neeson's character in that I could be wrong, it'd be funny if I was wrong, that's not Liam Neeson, learns how to speak to her, like, he can translate for her, and they're trying to help her basically acclimate to the real world because she's lived in the woods forever, so when I played
Yeah.
this game, I just pictured her, and so
Very similar.
yeah, she was alone for most of her life. Her grandmother basically had someone who would deliver food to them, and that's actually how they found out their grandmother had died because she would just like put money outside and the guy would come and drop off groceries. The money stopped being there. That's how they found out the grandma died.
Yeah.
So like when I played that game, I just pictured that movie and I'm like it makes perfect sense. She's been alone. No one wanted to spend time with her. She doesn't understand. So like I gave her grace for that.
I definitely like I gave her grace because she was kind and she was well intentioned. And I scrolled back up and it was just like she is unschooled. Like she had no schooling. So
Yeah.
like there's a reason for all of this being the way she is and despite what she went through, I was like she's well intentioned and kind and all that. But I was like if this isn't your kind of MC, skip the game.
Yeah. I mean, she's very yeah, she's not, like, strong-willed in a way, like, she's there, but she's, like, not overpowering
She's
at any point.
yeah, she's not weak-willed, but she's not strong-willed. She
Yeah.
goes kind of with the flow, but no matter what she does, she's trying to do the best. So,
Yeah.
I
And,
like her.
honestly, she had the bird. The bird's still one of my favorite characters.
I
I love
love the
that bird.
bird.
Alright, let's see, who am I gonna do next? I'm not gonna start with Cirrus. Cirrus is gonna take a minute. But you know what? I hated this game, and
Yeah. Yep.
Ichia's ending and what she wanted him to throw himself off a cliff. In fact, that YouTube video thing, the most watched clip I have was that one, by the way. Um, the one where I'm literally like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I love the idea that you want to kill yourself." Like, no, no. Variable Barricade was I need therapy. That's what that game was. Everybody needed therapy. Every single character in this game just needed therapy. and they didn't do it.
So true.
Even the brother, which we won't say who the brother is, just needed therapy. They're like, I have an idea. Let's say we're dead and send our daughter away to another country to live with her grandfather instead of just getting therapy.
That's true.
That makes no sense whatsoever. Fucking ever.
It was just a weird game.
It was so weird. Anyways, that killed me. That being like the secret ending killed me. I was so mad. Everyone thought I was gonna be more mad that it was her brother. Because I was like, I love this man. He's so sassy. Ha 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 ha. I was fine with that actually. That was fine. I was just more mad that her parents were okay with doing what they did. Okay, who's next? Who's next? I'm trying to pick people who I'm not gonna put high in the ranks first. Uh, I feel like I don't really hate any MCs that much. So like I feel like only Sympathy's Kiss, the one with no eyes and no voice and no backbone and no real intentions.
If you don't
Uh,
have strong if you don't have strong feel sorry, I just oh my button came undone. So if you just don't have like strong feelings towards them, like it's putting them in the middle doesn't hurt, but
like
all women are
her.
queens and I will marry all of them. You how dare you? I love her.
Here's my okay.
Oh, my camera froze.
It froze at the right time though, because like you were probably crying.
I
Listen,
did. Yeah.
she okay. She turns into a world. I can't. I just can't.
She's so cute.
She's adorable. Her character design, beautiful. Loved it. If I recall correctly, they did actually have her showing on the screen, which is great. I kind of get
They did.
mad when they don't do that. So we had her facial expressions from time to time. However, um, I felt like they could have done more with her. They could have given her more stuff to do. I felt like she was kind of like a tag along all the friggin' time. God, I don't know. There's just so much. There's so much that could have been done differently. I don't feel like she had strong motives. I know that her story was you're still frozen by the way. Her story was
I'm trying to fix it.
about hang on, my voice is cracking. Was about her grandfather, how she had a job she hated. And how she decided to take over the cafe because she went there when she was a kid and she kind of knew some people when she was there. Hydrate, thank you, Blue. Yeah, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm still a little sick, by the way. I don't know if I mentioned that.
Yeah.
I feel like I'll never be better, honestly. I think I still have a cough. I've had a cough for 2 weeks. I didn't stream at all last week and like the week before because I was just dying. But yeah, I feel like she could have been so much better. I would have been happier. But looks wise, I loved her look. I loved her outfits. I loved her interactions with Il, trying to be like, I will go with you to an Otome event, I guess. Like just trying her best. But is she like my favorite? All right, next. Let's see. Let's see. Actually, this might surprise people. I'm gonna put Lynette also in good because there were so many times where I'm like, why the fuck are you doing this in her routes?
Yeah, she made some questionable choices.
Character design adorable, choices and thought like, ugh.
Yeah.
You mean her dad? Wait, her dad? Whose dad? You mean her? You mean Cupid's dad? Her Cupid's dad also was ridiculous. Although I do love, I have a soundbite I haven't started using yet, which is Cupid's dad going like that, basically. When he was like
Yeah.
super mad, I was like, that's hilarious. What is this? Okay, okay, we're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there.
I
Uh it was called Tony's grandfather.
Tone? Are we talking about Cafe Enchanté? I know her grandfather was the one who owned the cafe, and he died.
Yeah.
That's how she got the cafe.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tengoku struggle. Did I hate her? Oh, you meant Misa.
Uh,
I'm not there yet. I'm also haven't finished that game. You be careful, Asia. You've beat it already. Would I put it would I put her in never? Um,
would put her in never.
the thing is, like, there's so much about her that I didn't like. Tengoku's struggle, as we've discussed already, was a struggle.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
You played Jack's route. You at least know Jack.
Yeah, but the rest of it, I don't know.
She sucked in Jack's route. Actually, she was too simpy in Jack's route for me. She fell
I
too
didn't listen.
fast.
I didn't pay attention to her. I just read about Jack, and I went, I'm good. Thanks.
Oh my gosh. I heard
I'm really good
cafe and
about
instantly
that.
thought of Misa 'cause she loves sweets. Honestly, I love sweets too. This also might surprise people. I'm also gonna put Sirius in never. And hear me out. No, 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 no.
Oh, I would agree.
It's just she hates herself too much. I think there was so many times when we were playing that game where I was like, "Can you just stop? Like, can you just stop being so self hatred? Like, love yourself, girl. Like, you gotta learn some things. Like the fact that we're on like a romantic game where she's
Yeah,
constantly
no,
going like, "I killed everyone. I'm no wonder Anku killed you in one of the endings."
yeah, no, I would agree. Saris needs therapy. That's all.
So much therapy.
So much
So
therapy.
much. And then this cutie is gonna be my always yes. She's the only one in the always yes. Hear me out. She is young. She makes some bad choices, but overall, she is trying really hard, and I think that's admirable. She stepped out of her comfort zone when she. So you might not have wait, you played it? No, you didn't. Okay, I was like for a second, I was like, wait, did you? You said you didn't like the story, but she
I just
stepped.
didn't like it.
Yeah, she stepped out of her comfort zone to go on this trip to begin with. She was fine just staying at a cafe and working with her aunt, probably until the day she dies. Um, but she had real trauma in her life that kind of built up her character, and I feel like Radiant Tale was written in such a nice way that it it worked really well for her. And there was routes I hated in Radiant Tale, but like most of them I enjoyed. And the story and the art I really enjoyed. And I think if you don't have a good MC, then you like focus on things like talk about how much you hate yourself or like constantly bullying every single buddy that you're living with in a house, like shit like that pisses me off.
Yeah.
Like
No, I
how
agree.
yeah, how am I supposed to date these people? And then this might not surprise anybody, but the 9 RIP MC, my favorite MC.
Really?
Yeah, hear me out. Again, the
Okay.
game itself is all about, and I love 9 RIP for a couple reasons, and I'll talk about it in just a second. But in this game, it's very realistic. She just doesn't want to disappoint her mom. Like that's the whole start of each route basically. Is her trying to come to terms with the fact that she doesn't really know what she wants to do with her future. And she also doesn't want to disappoint her mom. And that feels very realistic to me. Like it feels like it's very well grounded. And then you add this like, oh, by the way, there's a god who's stalking you and he's trying to help you not die. So he's going to send you to other worlds. That's fine. But I feel like she's pretty grounded. I think she makes good decisions most of the time. There are some bad ones. I give her a break because she's a child,
I
going in
think
high school.
that's I think that's where my hang up is child.
Yeah. Which honestly,
Um
I feel like the last few games I've played have all been high schoolers, and I'm like, can you please give me someone in their 20s?
I can't do it anymore. Like anytime that I play games where they're like high schoolers, like 9 RIP, I kind of like I kept going through it
They don't
and
even
but the whole
show. That's
time
actually one of those things I hate too. They don't show her like in the side corner. I love the MC corner pictures.
in this case I was kind of okay with it. I was like, you
Well,
know
you can
what?
turn
I
it off
guess
anytime you don't want it
yeah.
there, but I always like having, like, just facial expressions and, like I like when the MC has different outfits, it makes me happy.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I do miss that, but I feel like overall from the stories I've played, I genuinely like the outcomes and stuff and her in it, so
Yeah,
The
that's fair.
only thing that I might switch would be those 2. If I ever did switch, would be the Radiant Tail and her because I did love Radiant Tail, and I feel like, again, that's a really well-written character, but out of the 2, one of them didn't take a guy who literally ghosted her for a year. So far,
So far,
she just took literal
I
ghost.
would I would probably put Otome as the only one. Because bar the planet thing, she wouldn't end up a planet if she ended up with me.
That's fair. That's true because she wouldn't have been, like, trapped in a realm where
Yeah,
Monsieur's evil brother was trying to I don't even it was so messed up. It was so weird.
yeah. She would have just been normal, and I'm okay with that.
But yeah, so here's my list, and then I did ask everyone if they wanted to share theirs. I was gonna go over at the same time at stream, but it's been 2 hours. Maybe it's time to watch our
Has
videos, so maybe
I'm very sleepy.
well, we're gonna watch YouTube videos that are based on games that are coming out. I was gonna introduce each one of them, but maybe I'll let the video do a little bit of its own talking, and then we can say what we're excited about. So I made multiple lists, sort of, kind of. It's kind of weird. We'll explain it. We'll explain it as we go.
Yeah,
So it's gonna start with games coming out in 2025. So it's in order of release date as best we can. There's like an asterisk by that because some of them are just like spring 2025 or just say 2025. Which means I can't put those notes. All right, which screen are we on? This one. What have I done? How did I? Where are we? Here we are. Okay.
you were gonna see if
YouTube
YouTube
not
was
did you see
working.
that search? That was search that said YouTube
Yeah,
not loading. And that was because earlier it wasn't playing sound and it was because it was trying to play it through something else. Hear me out.
it
I had
was
a
the
moment.
scuff.
It was scuffed. It was not intentional. All right, so we're gonna start with the very first one that's coming out. This one isn't coming out January 31st. 31st. So this is gonna be the last one of January.
ようこそ
Is
レ
it?
イブ
I
移
thought it was
動
in
遊園地へ
February.
夢の時間をお楽しみください
I felt like it got pushed back.
I think they got pushed back to next year.
Yeah,
it was gonna
I
be
think it
this
got pushed
year.
back a
ここで
little
働く
more
人
because I
間
think
は
it's right before Katsuko.
魔法でこの遊園地に囚われている
January.
だから
January 5th.
助けてほしいんだ君の魔法で私は魔法を覚醒しあなたは霊部から覚醒する
I think
Genso
ours has a
Manage.
different release date on it.
Oh, you mean like
Yep.
the
ダメよ
Yeah.
police?
あの遊園地には行かせないわハーメルン事件に関係があるっ
Which
て
that's
噂
fine
なん
with
だか
me.
ら
I don't really. I'm just picking this up to put it in my collection, truthfully. And
Really?
because yeah, that and Hataru Watano, Hatano Wataru is in it.
Interesting. I liked the concept of it because okay, my favorite movies, like, of all time is, like, The Labyrinth and, like, Alice in Wonderland. So I
Oh
love
yeah,
Spirited Away, which is kind of probably why I like 9 RIP so much. I love, like, the getting spirited away kinda stories, and so that's basically what Shigensho I kept saying Manija, and then I'm like, Menage. Menage is Menage. See me
yeah.
with my inability to pronounce words because 'cause I'm good at them. Um, has that vibe because 'cause you're trapped in a carousel, and also, there's a bunny. There's a bunny mascot.
For me, it's just that the main character is so young seeming that I'm like,
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Listen, I've had to accept this
oh,
at this point. Otome is no longer meant for me, but I'm still playing it, okay? I'm so
it's
old.
so hard.
I love pastels, so I'm enjoying the pastel color scheme. I don't know, I'm pretty excited about this one. I love, like, fairy tale, hear me out, like, stories, so also the boy with the teal hair with the hoodie up, hot.
I'm pretty sure that's No, wait, I don't remember who voices him. Let me look it up.
I'm pretty sure it's a guy.
I, yep.
Did I do it? Am I right?
Uh, uh, uh. Oh, Atsushi Abe is in this. Uh,
Speak to me as if I were a child. Who's that?
oh, the main character is the dude with the top hat is Hatano Wataru.
And that is a man, right?
Gaku from Idolish 7.
Is that a band?
Idolish 7? It's an idol group slash anime
So I'm kind
slash
of right.
game.
Perfect. So this
Oh
one,
yeah, Umehara is in it as well. I love Umetan.
see, I need you to
Continue.
speak to me in Otome, where you tell me the Otome name that's attached to this person's voice.
Oh, Canis.
Canis! Oh, and then also the guy from Sympathy's Kiss that sleeps on desk and is hot. Remember that guy?
Also Kato from Ensemble Stars.
Is that a band? See, look at me. All right, so this one.
It's a idol project. So
This
you can
one's
get
is
it
out
too.
in February. Now, this one technically is already out digitally, and I think it's also on Steam. But they're making a physical release of this when it's releasing in February. Which we know
Yeah.
I like physical versions. I want physical games.
Me too.
So there's a lot of times where people are like, "Will you play this game?" And I'm like, if they release it physical later, I might grab it because that's always going to be my number one. I'm always going to grab physical before I get digital.
This was already out in physical.
No, the physical comes out in February.
No, the physical's already out. I've played it in English.
Show me your copy.
It has English on it.
What's the rating? Well, you know me. No. Is the rating a US rating?
No, it's a Japanese rating.
That's right. That's why I don't own it yet.
But it's in English. That's
I
what I'm
understand,
saying.
but I'm not playing. I want the English I don't know why. I can't explain it. I just want.
Oh, you want the ESRB.
Yeah. I don't, and none of my games are Japanese. I know. I thought about buying that game when it first came out because I heard it had English subtitles, and I was all
It's
like,
okay.
"I'll wait."
It's okay.
I'm weird. I know it's a me thing, but
No, I
this
mean
is.
I meant the game. The game's okay.
Oh, the game's okay, but it's Cupid
okay.
Parasite's artist, which is why I'm excited.
No, the art's great. Don't get me wrong. Art's great.
But the story. Oh, I'm hearing. I get you. I got you. I get it.
Yeah, it's weird having 4 different MCs.
I kind of like the idea because it made me think of Nor 9, which apparently I also forgot had multiple MCs.
Yeah, but Nor 9, with that you had choices in love interests. In this one, it's just like you get 1-to-1. So it's more like reading a love story versus like an Otome game.
That's fair. Also, Blue's got a Hello Kitty ad. What kind of Hello Kitty ad?
Hello Kitty ad?
I want to know more.
I was just like, what do you mean it's not out in English? It's out in English.
Well,
I got like one of the limited editions. Came with clips.
You're living the life I want, I guess. No, I only own one collector's edition, and it's 9 RIP.
That's fair. I wanted to get that one, and then I didn't. I did the orders for me and my co-host. And we just like, I just like brought them to her house one time when I was like staying in between cons.
That's Raul, by the way.
Sitting here trying to remember what even actually happened in like, any of their routes.
So what you're saying is this is a very forgettable game.
For me it was.
I'm more excited for the last couple. Okay, so here's the thing. When it comes to Otome, I usually focus on the guys. So if I'm looking at these 4 guys, I think the blue-haired one's my favorite. Yeah, like that, but I don't
I
know.
think that might be why it didn't catch me as much and it was pretty forgettable because none of the guys really caught any of my archetypes.
See, kind of the same, where I'm just, like, kind of the blue-haired like, I know a lot of people thought the purple-haired one looks like Alan, I don't think it looks like Alan.
No.
And the blonde does look like Raoul to me, and again, Raoul's not high on my list of characters I'm in love with. I was about to roast a character, but let me be nice. Go ahead, roast somebody. Whom on
Honestly,
this are you
you
upset
can
about?
roast them.
Yeah. Here's the thing, we're very open-minded people. That's why we get along so well, is we don't have to like the same things. We understand.
Yeah. Blonde hair guy and red hair guy is my type, and I already saw their route. Okay.
See, it's just I picture Raoul when I see the blonde. And I don't know, maybe it's the outfit. The red hair one looks
Purple hair
okay.
guy is trash. I wish I could tell you yes or no because I don't remember these at all.
See, that's not a good sign. Actually, this was kind of how I realized which games I liked, when I made that list before, because some stories I was like, "What happened in that route?" Because if you don't like it, you're just not gonna think about it, you're not gonna reminisce about it, just fine. Blue-haired boy is adorable, see? See, that's I like adorable. Alright, so next one. This one has an official date. It's Battlefield Waltz. It's coming out April 8th. That is its release
This is
date.
a re-release, isn't it?
Technically, no. It's the first time in the US, but it's not a new game. It's been out for a while in Japan.
Oh.
Um,
I was like, I thought I had this. That's why.
you might. You might have
I do.
the next one. Do you? I need your collection.
Yeah.
Show me your collection.
I have a Japanese collection.
I'm getting this game for my birthday. Nice.
It's one of those where you can kind of tell it hasn't aged well.
I'm gonna pause for so I'm pretty sure I actually was gonna look this up when I forgot to. I believe the art is the same artist that does the game I want in the US, which is Snowbound Land. It looks like the same artist.
I think it is. But this is like it's an older art style, and like if you know, like it looks, I'm God, this is gonna age me. It looks like the original Utapri games.
The original which ones?
Utapri, Uta no Prince-sama.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, it looks very much in that same vein. Oh, Ponoken. Yeah, I have no Seiyu bias, but I'm still gonna get this game just to be able to like have it again. This is like such a nostalgic trailer to me, just the way that they go about it.
I assume it was intentional too, because like, okay, when
They
I
haven't
watched
changed.
this
No, I don't
trailer,
think they've changed the trailer at all.
I don't. When I first saw this trailer, it made me think of, and I don't know if you play this game. I'm old. We've talked about this. Grandia,
Oh yeah,
like
it does.
because one, they also have like instruments, and I know it's Battlefield Worlds, but like, hear me out. Like Grandia had instruments and stuff mentioned in it a lot,
Yeah.
and so like, and then it's like 90s vibes and stuff, and I'm just like, the art makes me think of Snowbound Land, which is a game that's on my wish list. That's a game I want them to release in the US
Yeah.
so bad. Um, because I want to play it. I don't speak Japanese like some people here.
I can barely read.
But like this one, the guys all look really nice to me. I know it's an older art style. I'm okay with that. That doesn't bother me as much. I'm pretty sure the brown-haired one's gonna be my favorite. Asia says the red-haired guy and the one with the braid got her attention, but she also said blonde, pink-haired guy is her future husband. And I think we talked about this when we first watched it. I'm kind of covering his face. You can't see his face. He's a secret. Um, but overall, I'm very curious. I find it interesting, and I think I actually wrote the overall
Feels
view
it
for this one.
it feels nostalgic.
But like the medium of the cursed sword, she trains in combat alongside elite warriors and compassionate lovers. Upon facing tragedy, Leanne is both blessed and cursed with a new power. So like it's got a not a normal Otome style story to it too, which I think is exciting, even though it's older.
It has like the early 2000s Otome vibe.
Yeah, yeah, and I'm fine with that. I'm jazzed.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I think this is gonna be fun, and it's coming out in April, so that's gonna be a good time. But yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So the next one, this might be the one you're thinking of. This one is a re-release. It's coming out in spring. I say it like that, but like it is available already. It's been out for a while. It's been on my wish list on Steam for a few years, actually. I think actually when I was looking stuff up to make this list, it's currently on sale on Steam. So if you want to play this game, you can. But it's releasing on Switch in spring of 2025. This was announced during Anime Expo.
Yes.
Um, and it wasn't like the most crazy announcement they had, but it's
No.
Seven
These are
Scarlet.
no, these are both re-releases or like releases in the US for the first time.
I feel it, you know the end of less word take you in my heart 永遠に続くような世界は記憶から消せるから I feel it その胸に耳を押し当てて探してた答えは誰かを傷つけてしまう
Don't
から
think I actually watched this trailer last time.
止まらない熱情も燃え上がってゆくレンジョンドキドキする
Giving me
感
nothing.
情すべてきっと振り払いかけ出そう
It's just it's very fun to look at. Very fun to watch.
It's very realistic. I love the art.
Giving me nothing. You know what this reminds me of is the 9 Rift trailer because the 9 RIP trailer also gives you no context clues as to what the game's gonna be about.
I think it was like what broken glass.
Yeah,
You're like,
and it's just like, what's going on?
The song though, what a smash!
This is the Utapri artist. Oh my god. I would recognize that art anywhere.
So like I said, this game has been on like my wish list on Steam forever because it's technically on Steam and you can play it in English already.
カラナイのカラナイけど Translation hard at almost 3:30 in the morning.
You got this. You trained for this.
Did I?
Yeah. Remember your training.
I don't.
I'm like, this is my childhood. I'm just like, ooh, that says no. That's it. That's what I got. That's
Yeah.
Eno. Eno. I did it.
Wakaranai no, because it's not ino, it's nai.
Well, that's the part.
Nai. Nai no.
E. No.
Yeah, you're just like that's an e, that's a no.
That's an E and that's a no. That's it. That's what I got.
The kanji is like getting to me because I'm like it's wakaranai no, wakaranai kedo, sugoku, and then I'm like something shino.
Yeah.
I know. I hate kanji.
I think it's really funny. I remember a long time ago, when I was a kid, we had a foreign exchange student from Japan, and I've always been a weeb, right? I've always been a loser.
Mhm.
And I let her borrow a book of mine, and what was funny was she had to open it to make sure it was in Japanese and not Chinese. She had to literally find like the katakana to ensure it was because she also hated kanji, I guess.
So the younger they are, they have this thing that
Oh, with the
goes above
parentheses.
kanji.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it's so helpful.
I remember seeing it
But
all the time, but yeah, it's like she literally opened the book just to make sure. So it had katakana just to be sure that she could read it, and I was all like,
yeah,
and then she was like, "Why do you have this?" And I'm like, "Oh,
reasons.
reasons." It was cheap, and I
Yeah.
was like, "I could buy that."
Yeah.
Now the next one we're gonna look at, this one is Spring, and this one has a female love interest, which is very rare. Oh, you look sad or worried. I'm not sure. You look.
Um.
Oh no.
Well, number one, I don't like the fact that the art throws me off.
Really?
I know it's a Fire Emblem artist, and I'm not a fan.
Premise
I
way.
usually like their art, but for this, I was like, ooh.
It was giving me like Ace Attorney vibe when we first saw the trailer. I didn't even realize it was Otome because it didn't look like.
It doesn't look like an Otome.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's that's because it is one of the Fire Emblem artists.
I mean, that's fair. Although, okay.
I hate to tell you, Asia, I am one of those people.
That's what I'm excited for. People are hating on it on Twitter. And then you also hate it.
So when we do our panels, we do a lot of research into what is included in the game, what the plot is going to be, and we kind of look into, because obviously most of these, save for Him, the Smile and Bloom, have a Japanese release and then an English release.
Yeah.
We did look a little more into the Japanese release, and it's interesting. I'm gonna say, like, come to your own conclusion, but from what we read, it's, you know what? That's actually what I was gonna say, Blue Eyed Heroine. It's a very cheap imitation of Bustafellas for us personally. But I'm also a huge Bustafellas fan, like top 5. So.
We're gonna get to Bustafellas. We have words.
So
We're gonna have some
I
words.
love
But
Bustafellas.
I don't know. This made me think of Ace Attorney, which is one of my favorite games, which is probably a great example as to why I like Otome because I just like stories. I like
Yeah, visual
unraveling
novel.
things and finding visual novels. I went from comic books to visual novels. Hear me out.
Yeah.
So like when I first saw this, I didn't even realize it was Otome. I think it was Asia who was all like, "This is an Otome game." I'm like, "Is it?" Because I looked at it and went, hmm. But if we're gonna talk about the art, so I know I can't play Jack Jean. I know everyone here knows who's watched me for a little bit knows I have trouble playing Jack Jean. I don't know what it is. I just can't. I think it's because it's not a normal playout.
I'm the same way though. So I actually bought the collector's edition of Jack Jean.
Beautiful.
And I gave it to a friend who loved the game because I got partway through the common route and the art, I couldn't do it.
I like the art. Actually, that's what I was about to say. I like the art. It's the artist who does Tokyo Ghoul.
Tokyo Ghoul.
Yeah. And so I love the art. I just can't handle the story for some reason. Like it's too long. I can't handle going through a week of class and building up my stats just to have like random don't give me random interjections in the middle of my week and tell me I'm planning out a week. It's driving me crazy. Also, don't have me train and then have me redo that entire dialogue in the actual thing. It's too long. It's been taking me too long. I've been losing my mind. Do I love some of the voice actors? Absolutely. Is Fumi my soulmate? Possibly. I'll never know.
No.
Like I
keep telling her I'll play Jack Jean again, and it just never happens.
It's really funny because I was gonna do it weekly. I was gonna play Jack Jean once a week, and I'll play it, and then I don't play it again for 3 or 4 months. I just can't.
It's like right here, like right on my desk, and I'm just like, I can't do it.
Well, how far are you into it? Like, what's the last play you remember?
If I remember, it's been like since release.
Because the last play I was on was the one with the dolls, where Fumi.
I truthfully don't think I even got to a full like route.
I'm not on a route.
Oh, is it just I didn't get far. The art just was not doing it.
Really?
For me.
I'm surprised it's the art that was it. Like I like the art. I like the watercolor look of it, but
I love the watercolors, but a lot of the line work is just a little too sketchy for me. I like a very solid, well-defined line art, and Sweet Ishida has never been well-defined like line art.
Yeah.
His style can be gorgeous, but this just hasn't been it for me.
See, it's not the art for me. It's literally the way the story progresses that's driving me crazy. I'm just like,
I
I'm
don't
bored.
think I
I
got that
get
far.
bored too fast. I'm
I
like,
don't think I got that
why?
far.
There's also, I think there's too many characters. It feels like it should have been an anime. Like it feels like it should have been a video game, but an anime instead. And I think they're making
Possibly.
it into an anime, which it needs.
Yeah.
I was waiting for Despair Drop to be localized. That's why I knew. See, Asia also, just so you know, Asia has been in my chat now for a year. She started watching during Verche. She knows everything about Otome. If I ever have a question, I just ask her and she will have the answer for me.
Yeah.
In fact, I sent her this list and said, "Am I forgetting anything?" Like that's how good she is. I'm like, just let me know.
It wasn't until I was looking at it that I realized that you are technically missing something, but that's only if you were only counting like Japanese devs and not American devs.
Oh, I was just counting a Japanese devs, but which American dev? Which
In 2026 we are finally getting touch starved.
but are we though?
Yeah.
Are we? I've been touch starved for a while now. Hear me
No,
out.
I was one of their Kickstarters. I get
Okay,
bi-monthly updates,
I'm
and they're still on track.
I'm the saddest girl in the world. Okay, I found out about touch starve too late, and
Oh no.
I am. I played the demo, loved it, gorgeous, had a great time. I want to play it again. I want people to play with me. I want people to do voices. I want to have a great time. Gug. I wanted the pin of the demon guy that just bears his chest. I know Touch Starved. Okay, hear me out. I feel like Touch Starved was made for gay men. Hear me out. Not me. I don't think I'm its demographic because there's a lot of latex. And that man is gorgeous. And the implications that he sleeps with the cat guy, I'm down for. But I feel like the more I played it, I was like, I just don't think this was meant for me. You're gone. She's gone. She ran away.
I think the other thing is am I back? Okay. Technically, if we go by the traditional rules of Otome, touch starved is technically not an Otome because you can choose the gender of your
Character.
MC.
Yeah.
That being said, it categorizes itself as an Otome, so that's why I'm like, I've been waiting.
There's
I've been
so
waiting.
I played that demo and I had a great time. I loved all the
It's so good.
characters. I did like the cat guy. I'm okay that he killed me. It's fine.
It's fine.
It's fine. He was in chains anyways. It's fine.
True.
I also loved the tavern guy. I felt like he was a little too, but like I was also like, this is probably a fun story.
Lysander?
Yes. Also the doctor, gorgeous.
Oh yeah, Kuda.
When he first showed up, like okay.
Beautiful.
But my favorite is the demon. Like
Ice?
he makes me feel things. I don't know his name actually. I'm terrible with
I think it's eyes.
It's
I
just
like Min.
red, black hair, kind of long,
Yes.
little horns.
Ice.
He had a pin, and I want that pin, but I was too late to get it. It was no longer orderable. I was so mad. I was like, "Damn, that's hot."
Oh wait, did you not? Oh, you mean like through the back?
It was like an
back game?
ad, like an additional thing. Yeah, I don't know if it was like a limited sell or something, but I wanted it because he was so.
We'll continue to the next one, and I might
Okay.
have something for you.
Perfect. Cries. Okay, this one we've been waiting for, and they changed the name on it finally. So we finally have a release year, and I'm excited because it has vampires in it.
Which one is it?
This
I'm
one
not looking
is
at the list.
the Red Bell's Lament.
Oh yeah. Okay, listen. Their store is closed until January 6th. However, there's their website.
Okay.
You can purchase the merchandise there.
Is it in stock again? Because it was out of stock when I went.
I think they're doing a restock after the holidays.
That was a pretty short trailer. I was waiting for something else, but it didn't happen. Okay. This one I'm also conflicted on. Here's the thing. We've been waiting for like an update on their game for a while. And this I don't know. Like art-wise, I don't know. I don't know how I feel. I love vampires. I love vampires. Um your girls lived off of the everything vampires her whole life.
Yeah.
And Rice raised me. So I was excited, but when I saw, I don't know, art wise, it's giving. Oh gosh, what's that name of that anime that everyone has trauma from? Is it Vampire
Vampire.
Knight, Knights, Vampire Knights.
Yeah. Vampire Knights.
It makes me think of that. Um, I want the Mafia one, the Neon Mafia. Listen, we're talking about this one now because this one has a release year now. The other ones don't.
Oh, because there was a rumor of AI backgrounds in this vampire game. I mean,
It
here's the
wouldn't
thing.
surprise me with the way the world.
But here's also the thing. There's a very, very popular mobile Otome game that still hasn't released the English voice cast. Very likely it's AI. So none of us can complain at this point.
Which one? I don't
Trying-
play
oh,
mobile Otome, but
lads.
little lads. Okay.
No. I'll type it to you. I'm
Okay.
not gonna put it out into the universe, but those in chat who know.
Those who know know. If you know, you know. I don't. I'm really bad with Otome.
There you go.
Dun, dun, dun,
Yeah. Lads.
dun. Really
Yeah.
interesting. I know. I see. I see. Blue just outed it too in the chat.
Yep. I spent 6 months on that game. Damn.
My sister's currently playing it. I will say they know me, like not me, like personally, but they know me enough that like I get nothing but their ads all the time. And they're like, "Hey girl, look, he's hot and he's got silver hair." And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Hi, yes, I like that." No.
So my co-host, I went to Anime Expo with her because she's also my best friend. I should stop just calling her my co-host. And they had that food truck there, and I stood in line for 2 hours at that food truck just so she'd have someone else to hold the food for her. Because she bought one of each set so she could have the tickets.
That's dedication.
The food was good. It was just all sweets.
The most thing I usually see are the cosplayers that like wear their face masks so they don't show their faces and they try to dress up as the guys, and I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
"Okay. All right, if you say so." Next up is a game that is a fan disc. This one doesn't have a release date; it's just a day. Um, I have not played the first one, and I don't know if and when I will play it because
Oh wait,
you're
is
not
this
allowed to.
Fellows 2?
Yes.
That's not a fan disc. That's a sequel. It's a full sequel.
How is that different?
This is a continuation of the story. The way that they've said it is it's more like chapters of a story because this is what they talked about at the actual panel.
Which you were at?
It's more like
Rude.
yes, which is more like it was chapters of a story. This is going to be a full continuation versus a like this is what could have been in the fan discs. Fan discs are content that the fans are not only wanting to see, but they kind of like have theories of. Busted Fellows 2 was a planned out story.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sidekicks, which is the other one that they're currently making, would be a little closer to a fan disc, but is also more like an offshoot.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say, but this one specifically, I don't know if I'm gonna stream it because you're not allowed to stream more than the first chapter.
No, you are not allowed to.
So I haven't played the first one, which means I probably aren't. I'm not gonna be waiting, but I own the first one. Like I have.
It's fun. It's on sale right now, or was it was $2.
答えが欲しい
Has it?
誰が悪いのか
When will I play it?
何が誤りなのか
Soon.
そして
I wish I had. I
罰
might
すべ
have
き
the
ものは
thing.
何なの
Hold
か
on.
You wish I had what?
この世界の形を保つため
Trying to find my
物事は白と黒に分けられる
card.
白と黒の狭間に目を向
I
け
don't
る
know
も
if
のは
it's in here.
This one.
Kurushimi
This is the one I like the
tsuzukeru dake.
most. This beautiful hair.
Shu. I love
誰も
Shu.
が心の中では分かっているはずなのだ
No, I
物
did
事は
find my
二つ
Takara
に一つだ
View
ということ
signed
白と
postcards
黒
though.
表と裏光と影
Jealous.
いいニュースと
Yeah,
悪い
because
ニュ
I
ー
met
ス
them too.
そして変わるか終わるか奴らが帰ってきた
That folder was just the content creator stuff you got at the
ね
Videoverse party.
今回はどっちなんだいいニュースと悪いニュース
どうでもいいニュース
But you got a little postcard and it just
大き
had
な山
limbo
なら
on
興
it
味はあり
and
ま
it
すけど
just had
最近
Ken
外れも多
on
いで
it.
すしね
It wasn't like great, but it was
僕
still
は
like, hey, I
やめ
went
て
to
おこうか
this
な
panel.
忙しいし
I mean, sometimes that's all you can.
ちょいちょいちょ
Oh,
い
I
待
love
ってよ
Motsu.
お前たちがお世話になってるこの家
Okay.
誰んちとか分かってる裏社会のボス
Shirai Yusuke was
彼ら
also
の
in
運命を変え
Winter's
る
Wish.
一人の少女
生きてさえいれば全
He was
て
the green
強さ
one
に
that you
変
didn't
えられ
like.
る
It's the green one you would like. Thank you. Remember, speak to me like I'm a
マス
child.
ターフェローズシーズン
I don't remember his name.
Oh goodness. Scarecrow was my first route. Scarecrow's my favorite. I haven't played it. So like I know this is coming out. I just haven't played it. But it's on the list because I put everything on the list that was coming out.
Shoes my best boy. I love him.
I love his hair and I loved his like one hand glove that just covers his fingies.
Yeah.
That's a vibe and I enjoy
And
that.
so here's also kind of how you know it's more of a continuation of the story. Shu and for those who have played, you can tell that Shu is smoking a cigarette instead of having gone to Candy. It's little things like that because he goes to Candy in certain endings.
Well, I mean, I'd prefer he goes to Candy. I'm gonna be so real. I don't like smoke. I just don't.
That's fair.
I'm past it. I'm past it. Vape smoke at least doesn't like give me a migraine, but like I'm not ready for
Yeah.
that life. All
All
right.
smoke gives me migraines. I have given up.
Now the next one is okay. Before I click on it, I'm going to tell a story. When I was a kid, there was a book I read. It was a series. It was started with one called Dealing with Dragons. And it was the story of a princess who hated being a princess. So she ran away from home and literally moved in with a dragon because she didn't fit the princess stereotype. She had long black hair, she didn't have blonde hair. She was, I think, short or tall. I can't remember which one it was. I think she was too tall. And all this other fun stuff. It was great. It was a great time. You got an ad now? Well, I want to know what happens in the Hello Kitty ad. But the whole story is basically how like she doesn't fit the stereotype. Anytime a prince would come and try to rescue her, she'd send him away. So this game, I know it's not exactly the same, but conceptually it made me think of that because it's about a princess who is cursed. And nobody appreciates what she does. And I think that it's probably one of the ones I'm looking the most forward to. However, I do feel like the MC in Tremania, which is the one we're about to watch, looks almost exactly like the MC from Battlefield Watch. So I had a hard time looking at these two MCs side by side because they have the exact same hair, but different color. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
But like the concept of this one I find very interesting. I like that it's different.
Heard of Ichikolan before, so I'm kind of curious as to how their stuff will be.
Also, another thing, the art style like this. Did you ever play Liar Princess the Blind Prince?
I think so.
It's like a storybook, and like I like that. He's also my favorite right now.
Slap an eye patch on one, please.
Like the one with the eye patch, please. Hang on, let me go back to where they're actually showing them. None of them have an eye patch, but the one I said I like is hiding behind me right now. He's there.
Yeah.
The gist of it all is basically all these knights are terrible. Or they shouldn't be knights at all. They all have like bad fates coming to them because she can like hear me out, kind of see the bad stuff that's about to happen, and she's kind of cursed for it, a little bit like an MC from like Winter's Wish. Um, and so all of these guys had bad stuff happening. And so she picks them all to be her knights. And for an example, that blonde that's beside her, that's right by her arm, he's like really weak. He really shouldn't be a knight, period. What has happened? Another Hello Kitty ad. I can be stubborn. Listen, I'm sorry that it's late, guys. You're doing great, and I appreciate you all being here.
My energy has just like slowly.
You're like quiet now.
I'm so quiet. It's almost 4 a.m.
Because you love me. It's almost
I
2 a.m.
know.
I work at like noon today.
It's a good thing I don't work tomorrow.
I'm used to living off like 4 hours of sleep, so honestly.
I'm not. I'm a baby. I also haven't taken my meds, so.
That's so fair. I probably should have taken my insomnia medication just to help.
No, same here, Asia, same time zone. So I'm like, ugh.
I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, have you been looking at Tremania? How have you felt?
I have not.
No. Okay. Fair enough.
This just from like the trailer that you just played, I don't think that this is one that I would personally play, but I will probably pick it up for collection purposes.
Yeah.
And maybe save it for like a rainy day or something.
I might have bought something off of IFI for collection purposes that I already own digitally, but I wanted it physical, so I understand this vibe.
Yeah.
But this reminds me, I think a little bit of Radiant Tale, which might be why it's not on your favorites.
Yeah.
Because you already said you didn't like that. But
Yeah.
I do like Radiant Tale, and I love fantasy, so I'm excited for this one. And there's a few, like, there's out of the 5, I would say there's 3 who I'm interested in, and 2 that I'm like, we'll see. And I've been pleasantly surprised before, so I could like more than 2. Or, yeah, 3.
Yeah.
The green-eyed one I'm a little curious about. Alright, next.
I think it's because none of them call to me that I'm like, meh.
Yeah. So, like, I kind of put this in order of the games I'm most excited for. So the next one is high on my list. And why is that? Because I love fairies. Love them.
Oh, Mistonia.
Don't follow a fae into the woods, but I love them. Yeah, Mistonia. How'd you know? That's crazy. How did you know?
Because I've seen enough of this on my timeline.
Oh man, I'm so excited. It's so pretty to look at.
I forgot that it was literally there. I was just like, oh wait, this is the fairy one, right?
You got it. You guessed right away.
I like the fact that the MC is like a battle maid. I'm kind of here for that.
I like that she has glasses.
You did that too.
That's cool. Also that one, he looks like Hisoka.
Just John. I like the pseudo watercolors in this too.
Yeah. It makes me think of Code Realize a little bit.
I think it's the same artist. Because it looks so similar. Yeah, this one also has
I just like at Annie with her pulling up a knife. She's like, and I have a knife.
That's my favorite thing. It's just the knife.
Oh gosh, this one has a love triangle ending. Oh goodness, yes, I'm fine with that. Again, I'm okay with that. I'm as a girl who loves K-drama, they've I've noticed the more recent K-dramas have gotten rid of the love triangle, but, like, I every single K-drama I used to watch was always a love triangle. There was always some stupid and, like, Full House, probably one of my favorites, but it's also one of the dumbest ones ever. So I love triangles, that's great. Give me love triangles. But, like, the art of this looks so good. I love how she looks. Let me find, like, a picture.
She's very cute. I like her.
I love her little bonnet, like where's the one where it showed her bonnet? Also the guy with, silver hair. Hot, hot, I'm so excited. Where was she? There was a moment. There it is, kinda. There, look at him. This man, this is my favorite one.
He looks unhinged. I'm here for it.
Yeah, like, he looks like he's got problems. Oh
He
my
looks
god.
like he has problems.
Yeah, and I'm down. Let's find out what these problems are. It also looks like he kinda like a rib cage thing. His name is Lucas. This is Lucas. Oh, this is the one? Okay, well, I'm in love with Lucas.
Me and Lucas, I guess.
So Aisha says this game made me love bad endings, which is not necessarily a good thing. But we'll see as we go. Look, he found another Lucas. It just took this long. All right, now the last one. This is the one that's coming out next year that I'm most excited for, and it's because it reminds me of Elysium. And that's the weirdest thing ever, but it's like Castle in the Sky, Utopia. What's that? It's not what you thought it was the whole time. You say the name of it. You got this. I can't.
Utakata no Ukronia.
Perfect. See, that sounds way better than when I mess it up. Like, I can't for the life
Utakata
of
no
me.
Ukronia.
But also the art of this one is probably like my favorite art out of all of them right now. Like,
It has really. Yeah, I'm excited for this one.
oh broccoli, look what you've done to us.
Yeah, broccoli, bring out Utapri. Is this? Oh, it is. Okay. I was like, same artist.
Riri?
I think. Check.
Yo,
Yeah.
yo for it.
Yep. Yeah, I was like, it's Yo. I was just like, the way that they draw eyelashes. I was like, yep.
Like, she's so cute. It's giving me so many things I like, which is another thing about this. Like, that guy's got heterochromia. That's my favorite thing in the world. I don't know why. It is, but it is. Everyone's wearing jewelry. We got so many earrings up in here, and then this guy has white hair and white eyelashes.
I just realized another one that you missed on the list. Over Requiems.
Over Requiems? What's that one? Wait,
Have you not heard of that one?
no.
It's like Over Requiems with a Z at the end.
What's it about? Who's making it?
Oh god. Idea Factory.
This year?
Yeah, 17th of April, 2025 in Japan.
Oh, in Japan?
Yeah, it's just not on the list, and I was realizing it as I was scrolling down.
I was only listing ones that are coming out in the US.
No, you have a soon to Japan portion.
Oh, well, that's fair. I was just picking faves at that point, though.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no, I'm just like looking through it, and I'm like, because I'm like keeping myself awake, and I'm like, where's all?
Once we get through this, I will play yours.
No, please don't. I'm so tired.
No. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. All right. So This next part, there's 3 of them only. These ones are 2026, so not next year or this it's new year. It's not this year. Plot
The
twist,
next year.
but next year. And then this is project code. So these ones don't have names yet, as we know. They change them as they come out. I'm still not sure about the vampire, so I'm still not really sure what's up. How did I miss over Requiems though? Is it cute? I only picked cute ones. Or ones that Asia mentioned.
What you consider cute and what I consider cute feel very different.
So true. We have very different tastes. But look how cute this is. Look at that portrait. The nation has no sky. Poison cute. But see, it says 2024, but when you look it up, it says 2020. Or sorry, it says 2024, but now it says 2026. Sorry, my brain isn't here yet. But this is one of those ones that it's got a project code name. It's not out yet. It doesn't have very much detail on it yet. But it says it's supposed to be out in 2026. Which honestly, I feel like everything's lies. Now this is the one that Asia is the most excited about. Here's another project code, but this one's Neon Mafia. Thought it didn't have sound for a second. I was like, I broke it again.
I've been watching all of these without sound.
How could you?
I've seen them all so many times. I hear it in my brain. Seen these so many times with making our PowerPoint that I'm like, ugh. I know it. It's in my mind. It's in my bloodstream at this point.
You're like, I've seen it all. But yeah, so this is Project Code Neon Mafia. I think the art for this one looks a little different than the other ones, but I like the redhead and I like the pink-haired one and the silver. I like silver hair. I'm extremely biased for silver hair. It's a problem. Anku is an example of that. I can't wait for Bunnie High School. How funny that you should say that. This one is coming soon to Japan.
Yeah.
And this is the one I'm most excited for.
This is the one that as soon as they announced it, I was just like, not high school again.
The thing is, I love She's the Man, so the concept is always one I think is just hilarious and fun. But like, the art on this, I love the Parasite's art.
Oh, they do be using life to be rigged.
Also, I skipped one. This one is actually the one that Asia wants. This is Handsome Laundering of the Mystic Lover. This is also 2026. Plot twist. But the art on this one's really good, and I'm really excited about that one too. It's giving Tengoku and Hana Kawaii if they were mixed together. I mean, Okay, but like, look at him. He's so cute. It's got some drama CDs. Oh wow. Okay. I like
When
the
Otome
style.
do like drama CDs before the releases, it's fun. Of course you do. It's piercings and tattoos.
It's what I need. I'm so simple. I'm just a simple girl who just wants somebody covered in tattoos and piercings, with possibly silver hair. And now this is the game. So I have honorable mentions on this. They don't have videos yet, so they're just here. Which is the 9 RIP is getting a fan disc, and then
Utakata no Ukronia is
he's
also
also getting a fan disc. Thank you so much. Woohoo!
I knew
Wow.
exactly. I was like, oh, it's the hard one.
I've been saying that wrong forever. Thank you for being here.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
But
Olympia Soiree is also getting a fan disc.
yeah, I think I had that one on there originally, but I haven't even played Olympia Soiree yet, and I heard that the common route is so long on that one that it's
It
like
is.
I'm not sure I'm prepared to do that yet. I'm doing PO4, and I think we picked PO4 specifically because I'm looking forward to the Utopia one, and so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, let's play PO4. But this one was just recently announced. I'm super excited. Yeah, flashback traumas. Yeah, get ready for that beginning. This is the one I'm most excited about. Maybe it's because it has bunnies in the title. Maybe it's because it's got a guy with pink hair and a bunch of tattoos. Also, this song is crazy. What the heck was this? But yeah, this one, it looks like we watched this trailer and I was like, oh, I like this little psychopath. And then we looked it up and I was right. He's a little psychopath. So I'm really excited about it.
Psychopath.
Yeah. I was like, oh my gosh, look at this cutie. I'm so like old K-pop song. I know, yeah. It's a good vibe too. I love this. Like, does it say? Wait, who sings that one? It sounded like NCT.
Unify.
Who was it?
Unify.
Unify? Oh, I don't know that. Tell me more. But yeah, it has such a nice vibe. I'm really excited. Maybe because it's Bunnie into the title, because that's gonna be so much fun to make jokes about constantly when they or if they bring it to the US. Just because it's coming out doesn't mean we're gonna get it.
Yeah.
All right, and here's my part, which I was hoping you would add to this list, but this is my wish list. This is the games I want physical English releases for.
See, that's you asked the wrong person.
Well, that's true. You have a wall of Japanese Otome games behind you. I totally didn't think about this.
Yeah.
So here's the first one on the list. I've talked about this one before. This one is Snowbound Land. It's beautiful. Amnesia World. You know, they might bring it. We got all the other ones. I need to replay all of Amnesia to remember it because I have Amnesia. I have Amnesia because I can't remember anything about Amnesia except for like.
That's fair. Oh God.
Are you sad? Are you feeling things?
I feel old.
You feel old?
Yeah.
Ugh.
This is a very, like, the whole art style is very, like, 2000s Otome.
The thing is, like, it reminds me of old school Final Fantasy, like, the sketch versions. There's my boy.
It's, it looks like the artists for Code Realize, it looks like their early art.
So, I want this so bad. So yeah, this game is called Snowbound Land. It is not got a US release. This is basically the wish list of games I want them to release on Switch. So this one is, I love this. I love this art. This has so many good voice actors in it. The art, I know that we watch, like, it's kind of like when you watch cartoons, right? Like, Otome has the same thing. It's evolved. So when you see this, like, you can tell it's old, and I don't care. Like, I don't care at all. I love it so much. Like, it's so pretty. So yeah, this is a game I want them to make in the US. It's on my list. It's on my list. Now the next one did release in the US, but it released on Vita. They haven't ported it onto anything else. And let's be real, I had my Vita for 2 years. I played Nord 9, I played Amnesia, I played I forgot there's another one. And a few other ones. I even just like this had games that I'd never played. I didn't buy Bad Apple Wars. And after seeing it, I was like, I want this game. I want to play this game.
You messed up. It's so good.
I messed up, and now they have to give it back to me. Please. I asked for so little.
To fight, fight for the future you believe. Try to set your power free. Fight, fight for foundation that you need.
God, I miss this game.
I want to play it.
Vita. Time to buy a Vita.
I know, right? Actually, I saw this game at, I started acting like I thought you were a local to my brain. I was gonna say, I saw this at Bookman's actually, and I thought about buying it, but I don't have a Vita right now. Because I finally got rid of my Vita after not using it.
I forgot Shinosuke Tachibana's in this. Oh! What
So
a
yeah,
man.
this game it's come to the US before. It was on Vita.
Yes.
Let's see, I want to support it. Is the dude with the weird face dateable? Yes. In fact, he's the one that
Yeah.
was on the list that I was like, I think I would pick this guy, and that's when I found out the name of this game, and I was like, okay. And then everyone's like, actually you could have played it, and I'm like,
You're talking about the one with the mask, right?
yeah, that guy over there.
Fun fact, if it's ever voiced by Shinosuke Tachibana, which he is, you will know they are dateable because he is so in demand. Him and Junichi Suabe.
List 3 games that person's in, so I know who the voice actor is.
Tachibana Shinosuke? Well, he's not technically dateable in Honkai Star Rail, but he's in Honkai Star Rail.
We talked about this. No more Honkai Star Rail.
No!
No more gacha games. Quit it.
No!
No more trains with little cute bunnies jumping out of them.
I love the bunny!
I do too, but like, don't need it. Toilet face. I thought he was called Applehead, but that's fine. But yeah, like this game, they could just re-release it. They already have it, right? It already exists. Put it on the Switch. Just put this on the Switch. I will buy it right away, please. Please give this to me. And the next one has been on my list for a while. Again, I try to avoid stuff. I usually just pick things based on how pretty they are. This is, I'm going to say it wrong, Cendrillon?
Cendrillon.
Cendrillon. Ah.
Cendrillon.
Cedrian. There's L's. How are you doing this?
The L's are silent.
Then why even have them there? Plot twist.
昔々あるところに東京という名の
Cendrillon
美しい都がありま
English
し
is a scam. It's not. I don't think
た
it's
建
an
物
English
はガ
word.
ラスでできており
Most likely French. They
芸
love
術性の
French
高い
words.
その景観は日本が世界に誇るほどでした。朝日を浴びた街並み、夕暮れを映した街並み、
It is in
夜
fact
空の
French.
星
And
に
you
佇
want to
む
know what it
街
means?
並み、
Cinderella?
ど
Cinderella.
れも引けを取らない美しさが
Crazy.
あるんです。
Because this is a story about Cinderella, basically.
突然現れた
amazing.
迷子のシンデレラは俺が今まで出会ったことのない不
Eye
思議
patch.
な少女だった。
There's your
突然迷い
boy.
込んできた彼女に
There's
正直
my
以
boy.
上に興味はなかった恋愛そんなものは生きていく上で必ずしも必要なものではない
彼女が僕の願いを叶えてくれるシンデレラと
There's
信じ
a boy.
今日もまた
Oh, save that one.
偽物の空を見上げる。
Green.
もしかしたら
Yeah, he is.
シンデレラとの出会いが何かを変えるのかもしれないと少しだけ思った私のような歪んだ人間からすればその美しさは眩しく触れてはならないもののよう
I
だ
love
シンデレラ
Snake
って
Man.
いうのもあったかもしれないが野生の勘というやつか新しい何かが始まる気がした
Look at
彼
the
女が
face.
望まなくとも
Little
私は
things.
私の物語を終わらせるそのためにはシンデレラが必要だ
そんなはずはない僕はまさか
My other
そうい
boy.
えば終わるのにそんなことをするなんて俺はあいつのためだった
お前なんかに分かるはずがない
誰かに奪われてしまう
この世界は罪を償う
Too many voices.
辛いの苦しいのを透けて
さあシンデレラ呪いから覚める時間だ
君が笑ってそばにいてくれたから信じてくれたから俺は救われたんだよ。
君といるとバカになって困る僕はもっと理知的で冷静沈着な人間なのに
他の誰でもない君だからかな。本当に嬉しい。俺はあんたに
Look how
答え
cute
し
she is
あ
though.
んたに
Like,
好きって言ってほしいしキスだってしたい。
甘い甘い果実のような匂いがする君の匂いだ全部綺麗だだからお前の方が綺麗って言葉は似合ってるよ
どうやら夢見も問題ないようだなおやすみシンデレラ
ah.
良い夢を
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Yeah, so this one's been on my list for a while because, like, oh my gosh, just look at that. It's so pretty. Oh my gosh. Okay. Anyways. Do you want to say the name of the next one? Because I'm terrible at this.
Matsurika no Keikei. Tenmei Koshoden.
So this one came out last year in Japan. I was super excited about it. I was hoping that Access or IFI were going to announce it during their events because, like, I felt like it had a lot of jazz. I know there's been some people who don't like the MC in this. I don't care. I still want to play this game. I'm so excited. I got too many games on my need to be localized list. Listen, I made a short list. It's just 5 games.
Yeah, we need the Birushana FD really bad.
Well, we got a whole new year to try and convince these people we need it. Make me this game. Ah, I have to learn Japanese to play this game. It's ridiculous. A lot of people had some controversials. I've seen it, but I still want to play it. Let's learn Japanese. I don't think I watched it all the way to the end last time, so I was very shocked by the sound. I'm like, what just happened?
What happened?
But like, look at this boy with this. Oh my gosh. And the lady, like, oh my god, they're so pretty. Also, I was telling everyone that I'm planning on trying to start doing a Japanese learning stream because I guess I got to if I want to play all the games. It's the only way. Now this last one is in French, and I can't say it correctly. But it's Reigns des Flores, and this is the
Reine
one.
de Fleur.
Reign de Fleur. Look at that. This one's been on my list for years. Years. This has got Anku's voice actor in it, by the way. Snowbound Land also has him in it, by the way. I don't know if he's in there.
He's in a lot.
He is. You want to know why? Because he's got a hot voice. It's a
He's
good
one of
voice.
those that they're like, let's just keep putting him in these. Come on.
And they do. Like, he was even in Cafe Enchanté. He wasn't dateable, but he was there.
He was. So was Daisuke Hidekawa.
Keep showing up. Making me happy.
Keep showing up.
Look how beautiful she is. There he is. That's the boy. Ken.
Ken. He is also in everything at this point.
Also him? Just hot. I don't know.
You, monocle man.
I want this game so bad. I've wanted this game for years now. Like oh my gosh, it has so many good voice actors. The art is incredible. She's probably one of the prettiest MCs I've ever seen. Like, you yawning? Or are you mad at me for liking Violet?
Yawning. I'm so sorry.
I was like, you're like, oh my gosh, forget that.
I keep going to try and like cover my mouth, and then I just clench because I'm so tired instead.
So sorry.
And I'm like,
we're almost there, guys. You're doing great. Like, dude, look how beautiful they are. Anybody that looks like Hisoka is always high on my list, and I'm sorry for that. I know that's a sin, but like, look at him. That is literally Hisoka.
The one in the middle, and this was another mobile, but he looks like Shiran from Love Brush Chronicle.
I haven't played that
in
one.
in the first story, and I'm here for it.
You know,
Don't.
but he's
It's
gorgeous.
another
Like,
gacha
it's also
game.
Black Butler vibes to me, but like, oh my gosh, they're all so pretty. Like, look at that man. Picture Anku's voice coming out of that white and black suited guy with blonde in his hair, because that's his voice
like
actor.
that. Give it to the one in the middle.
Give it to the. Honestly, he'd be great. But also, like, the white-haired guy with red eyes, beautiful. But like, this MC, gorgeous. Like, I want them to release this in the US. I want it to be in a special edition because I will spend so much money for this game. I want it so bad. Like, I would make this costume, guys. If they brought this game to me, I would look like this on stream. Like, oh my god. This has been on my list for so long because, like, everything about it's perfect. I just want it. Unlike you, who can have anything you want because you can speak Japanese. What's it like being God's favorite?
I can't read, so I listen, here's the thing. I know what they're saying in dialogue, and that's how I pick up the context clues. It gets to like those paragraphs and paragraphs of just like description, and I go, I'm illiterate.
You're like, okay, great.
I
Listen,
have to pick up
reading
context
still
clues from
counts
dialogue.
as a skill, right? Listening, it's easier. It's just easier.
It is.
But oh my goodness. All right. So before we say our goodbyes, we're gonna do the last fun part. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna move my camera back. Watch this. It's gonna be crazy. It's not. It's gonna be so chill. Watch this. Woo. And then we're gonna go back to this. So I have this all set up, but there's so many screens here. All right. Nope. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. I did it wrong. How did I do it wrong? I see. I copied. We're fine. Everything's fine. What have I done? Oh, I see. I have two of these screens. Everything's fine. We're chill. We expected problems. It's 2 in the morning. For some of us, it's later. So this is 2024 achievements. I was going to have Bunnie on this, but she was in the way of everything else. So she's not. All right. So this is all the stuff that we've done on Psycho Bunny's account. Not Lenora has her own awesome, amazing achievements on her stuff.
Didn't do anything this year, so
Like,
we're all
that's
good.
so not true. That's such a lie. You're a
I
liar.
really didn't.
Just a
I really
liar.
didn't. Oh, I had my first karaoke. There we go.
So in March of last year, technically now since it's the new year, we hit 200 subscribers, 2,200 subscribers on YouTube, which is awesome, and amazing. And I honestly didn't see any of this coming. And then I became affiliated on Twitch in March, so that was also a really amazing thing. And some of you guys have subscribed on here, by the way, so thank you for that. 30K views for YouTube happened in April. 400 subscribers on YouTube in July. Like, YouTube popped off. You guys are awesome over there. Thank you. And then we hit 500 in October. And I became a YouTube partner this year, right on the 30th. And this is going to be the little subscriber badges when I start the subscribers. I decided to make 4 tiers just to have one for each of the guys. I'm weird, right? I just wanted each one to have their own one. So we have Yoon, we have Chomper, we have Caramel, we have I forgot the name of my own gang just now. That's crazy. We have Gabriel. Her name's Caramel Latte. I was trying to think of her full name and I was like, what's her full name? When she's bigger, she looks different. But like I was like really excited. So thank you guys all so much for being here and pulling up with me and like watching me play video games and sharing your games with me and all your fun stuff. I appreciate it so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you. And also thank you for being here with me today. You've been here for 3 hours. Just talking about Otome. How do you feel?
It was fun though.
It cut out the very beginning. It was just you laughing, right?
Oh, I just went tired.
Oh my gosh.
I'm very tired, but it was very fun. Thank you for having me.
I appreciate you. We'll play actual games next time.
Yes,
Yes,
sometime.
yes. I'm surprised you didn't have Neil Admiralia no Tenbin on your wish list.
Oh, Admirari no Tenbin. Yeah, that's another one that's coming out. I keep forgetting about that one.
Is that the one? Oh, huh? Oh, yes, yes. This is actually on my wish list on something else, so I understand why you thought it would be on that. I was trying to keep it short. I didn't want to put a bunch of things on my I wish this game would come out list. Um, but yes, that one actually has been on my list too. I love that art. I'm terrible with names.
Okay.
But yes, we did it. We did it. It only took 3 hours. Oh my god, we survived. Well, I want to thank you guys again so much for being here. Thank you also for your support. I hope you guys have a lovely new year, and I hope you get all the Otome games that you like. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's gonna be so exciting, guys.
I get to get out of cosplay and take my makeup off, and then I
That's
can
so
sleep.
fair. I might take a shower. It's been a day. It's been a long day. Thank you
Yeah.
guys. Thank you for being here the whole time, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.